Right, hello everyone. Welcome to Baldur's Gate Framed. Thank you for joining us for an evening of Dungeons and Dragons. I'm Chris and I will be your very ill dungeon master for tonight. Apologies in advance if I don't quite manage to give the vocal energy I normally would. One tonsil is the size of the back of my head. But we'll carry through. It's good. We're thrilled to be streaming at twitch.tv/D&D and twitch.tv/AdventurersWanted.
Yes.
For those who are new to Dungeons & Dragons or who may have just wandered into this stream by accident, everyone here plays fantasy characters in a fantasy universe. The 5 players each have their own unique character with sheets in front of them to tell them what they do. 9 times out of 10 they're rolling a 20-sided dice, which is one of these, and adding a number of said sheet to see if they succeed or fail at a task. 20 is good, 1 is hilariously bad, so feel free to cheer and or boo. You know how you feel about how they're doing at the time. And whilst they play their characters, everything else in said universe is played by me. Mostly the weather today. Just the weather.
Mm-hmm.
I've not
very quiet weather.
I've not put you in a house full of dangerous assassins. No, it's just weather today.
That's very quiet.
They are indeed.
Silent assassins.
So between me describing the world, then describing what the characters do, and some dice rolls to keep things unpredictable, we will tell you our story. You've joined us for the 3rd chapter of Baldur's Gate Framed.
That was really good. Thanks.
Let's go around the table, starting over through space and time above me.
Thanks, Chris.
Jaya, can you describe your character, what pronouns they use, what pronouns you use as well, and a bit about what's been happening to your character up until this point?
Yes. Hello, my name is Jaya. I use he/him pronouns, as does my character, Cohen. And Cohen most recently has actually taken on the guise of a different person known as Roberto Valgusto, known primarily for his voice. And he is currently blagging his way doing some art tours. Well, no, that's what he was doing. Now he's gone back to check if the paintings were even real in the first place.
It was a very important thing.
Not his idea. And yes, last we left, he was checking to see if it was safe. And there was ominous DM silence TM, so we'll see where that goes.
Thank you.
I'm Steve. I use he/him pronouns, as does my character Abernathy. Abernathy, well, last episode he said goodbye to his wife for only a short time.
Nice.
And promised to pick up an extra special breakfast for the next morning, and just went on his way happily to a little job. Not a dangerous job at all.
Teaching his assistant about art.
Exactly. And then he sat in a room for 8 hours without any food. And now there are scary things about to happen.
My name's Shamini. I use she, her. So does a Shakti. A Shakti is a sort of bony human who is dressed much like I am now, because that's why I'm dressed like this, with mainly hands. She is an assistant in an art shop, a job which it turned out she did not entirely get on the merits of being
going well.
being good at art.
No comment.
And customer service. But if we just get through this like fake heist that we're doing, then everything will go back to normal and she can still work in an art shop and it will definitely be fine.
Great.
Hello, I'm Anna, and I use she, her pronouns, as does my character Lilith Royer. Lilith is probably the only person comfortable using the word heist within this heist. And last episode she went to go and speak to her fiancés, who both individually have more probable skills and talent for a heist than all of us combined. Yeah. So managed to get some information from them. Well, one of them in particular, the other one just went and found things in the library. And now think shit's starting to go down, but we don't know it yet. But shit's starting to go down. Yeah.
Hello, my name's Ed, and I will be playing Viorica Eordash. Both of us use he, him pronouns. And Viorica has just given the performance of a
You
lifetime.
haven't finished yet, you haven't just started.
What?
You've only just started.
Understood, but it's going to be the performance.
Okay,
of a
okay.
lifetime.
Maybe the end of the lifetime.
This is all possible, but the one thing he is really, really good at is singing. And so at the moment, because he's in the middle of a performance, he is absolutely in his element.
Didn't you roll quite low on that performance?
I
check?
dare say.
14 was not low.
I'm so glad you remembered because I didn't.
And I'm Chris, and I use they, them pronouns. So, this stream will run for 3 hours, and there'll be a roughly 5 to 10 minute break somewhere near the middle. And we're delighted to be sponsored by D&D Beyond, the official digital toolset for Dungeons & Dragons. D&D Beyond offers a compendium with all the game's rules, lore, and adventures, as well as digital tools like a character builder and digital character sheets, which everyone has in front of them today. We're also excited to be sponsored by Ultra Pro. Get your tabletop organised with Ultra Pro, and you can buy you can win one of these delightful Xanathar dice bags. There we go. Hello.
Are we renaming this one?
It's up to you.
Yeah, the last week's has been given away, so this is a new one.
It was Bernie something last week.
Craig.
Colin?
Clarence.
Colin?
Barrel. Colin Barrel.
Colin Barrel.
Yeah.
Colin Barrel.
Colin Barrel.
Anyway, you can win Colin Barrel by joining in on the stream today. Just get involved in the Twitch chat, and there'll be some rules there on how you can win Colin, and that'll be sent out to you if you have a UK address. Lovely. Finally, we play with a diverse group of players who play a diverse set of characters with wide-ranging sexual and gender identities. Our tables are trans-positive, and we encourage and champion trans players and characters in our games. The DM and players may portray characters that are of a different gender identity to their own, and while we aim to avoid misgendering, we acknowledge it does happen sometimes, and ask you to let us know if you think we've made any errors, and the Twitch chat is fine, or send us a message, or Twitter and everything like that's totally fine. Lovely. Without further ado, let's kick off. So. The Orica is just finishing a performance at an art event.
Yes.
To celebrate your late mother, Gilvia.
And her collection of art.
Yes. Her partner as was, Sarala, has been involved in organising this event with you and wants to use this event as a cover for this art collection to be stolen, sold to a fence, and the money to be distributed amongst the poor. You have just performed as a wonderful distraction, and during your performance, which we're currently in the middle of.
Yes.
Only just started, I would say. Barely seconds in is how I would describe it.
The first strains of the 7-octave dive that happens just reached you.
Octave dive.
Yes. Well, no, hang on. The other thing is that we're intending it to be a sort of. I'm intending to go for quite a long time, certainly. At some point during this, I will cast enthralling performance. When I would like to do that is when I see that people are getting bored or slightly distracted.
Waning.
Waning?
Yeah, as in like wanting to leave.
Sorry.
Like,
If it looks like people are getting distracted, then I wish to enthralling performance them.
Hold that thought for me and let me know when you want that to happen.
Exactly.
And you did say that you're expecting to be singing for about 15 minutes.
Yes, that's the idea.
Which is the amount of time that theoretically
Well,
got silk in your eyes.
That's how I thread my eyelashes.
In the meantime, the two of you are in the vicinity. You're in the same room, off to one side, watching everything unfurling, and you've gone back into the room where the art is being kept, which is a couple of rooms down and out of sight. This is the point when the other two should be joining you to help you steal it.
You sent off a guard to go to a different...
There was a guard. You removed that guard from the situation, but he's already gone. And you've just noticed that the other two siblings of Ed's, the other two children's household, who have been quite dodgy in the build-up to this, are not there.
The last action I took was looking around the room to check for any signs of like trouble or danger or anything.
Correct. You did.
Yeah.
Lovely. In the meantime, you two, who are supposed to be on the job of actually nicking the paintings, have been waiting in Viorica's room in the house. Viorica is a ward, yes.
That's huge.
And you are going to be, the moment the performance starts, you leave the room, head down to the art collection, carefully remove it from the walls, and then you have all agreed after this to make your excuses when possible, and once you have done so, to get out through the sewers, to leave immediately and get rid of the art. And because it's all happening during Viorica's performance, there'll be no question of anyone being involved.
Easy peasy.
However,
Easy. Schmeezy. Everything's fine.
you heard
Everything's not
footsteps outside your door. And as you stepped outside of your door, you noticed that there were 3 figures wearing all in black but red skull masks. And unfortunately, there was a failed stealth check. They have noticed you, and Ashakti, who is in the door, has seen the 3 of them. You're still inside the room. Yeah. All 3 in the corridor. Ashakti's in the doorway between the 2. Mm-hmm. Is there anything you like to do before I make you roll initiative?
That wouldn't count as initiative-y. I feel like how much can I stretch?
If you say like, I want to shoot, I want to do some magic or do something.
No. Can I like see them through the crack? Stick my head back in, turn around, shut the door behind me,
Slam.
Very cinematic.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
And they'd be like, maybe hide.
But we're in a room on our own. I mean, who am I hiding? All right.
And then I'm gonna back away from the door and maybe point at the giant walk-in closet that Bianca has, and then like...
You both go inside the walk-in wardrobe?
No, because they know I'm there, so I'm going to go into the room and
Stand there?
yeah,
Wow. Okay.
near some cover.
Okay, are you going to hide in the walk-in wardrobe?
So that...
Yes, and look
So
around
that
for anything
Abernathy's
that looks
nearer
like a
the
club, because I
door.
haven't brought my club.
Can you roll me a stealth check with advantage because you're hiding in something?
Guidance.
It's already there.
We all learned from last time.
Just in case.
There were story reasons. That's not great.
No.
12.
And you're standing sort of near cover.
Yeah, looking non-threatening. Like backing up and like clenching my fist slightly, just like it's fine.
Non-threatening.
This is fine.
Clutching your
Yeah,
fists.
they're down, low. I can
Okay.
Okay.
And just like
As
watching
you
the door.
scurry into
backing up.
the walk-in wardrobe, and as you step back and hold your fist at your side, the door remains closed. You did slam it shut, your own words.
Yeah. Okay.
You hear some footsteps approaching the door. They stop. The handle slowly turns. The door opens, and a head, a masked face again, pokes in, sees you.
Oh, baby.
Looks back outside. You can hear a muffled voice go, "It's just one, it's fine." Other footsteps go off, and this one figure just closes the door behind them and steps into the room.
No.
I didn't see anything. I've basically not seen anything at all. I'm just here in this room, not seeing anything.
Okay.
I'm allowed to be in here.
Roll initiative. You roll initiative as well, please.
I'm intending to.
Meanwhile,
Maybe.
Yeah.
The song is still
Can't
ongoing.
try and kill me
Yes.
was what I thought would maybe happen.
I think that's cocked.
I don't think it is, man.
It doesn't.
that's not really cocked. That's a pretty clear.
Yeah.
You want to announce that?
Yeah.
No.
Sorry.
Not really.
It's only.
Anyone roll above a 20?
Don't rub it in.
Above a 15?
Two of us.
Above a 10?
11.
I get to add something to it.
It's going well.
Yeah.
Any,
Must
Thus
say.
far, right.
Yeah, this is brilliant.
I mean, I am in a cupboard.
what did you roll?
3.
Right.
But you're in a cupboard, so it's fine.
Yes.
The figure is just standing in the doorway and is going to quickly start moving towards you.
Yeah.
It's not their turn yet, it's your turn first, but they're definitely moving aggressively towards you. No witnesses. What would you like to do?
I will
I'm so sorry.
It's all right. Turn it off.
Yeah, it's good.
step back further to make sure. I just want to make sure that when they come into the room, Abernathy will be behind them. They won't be able to see if he does come out of the.
There's only
it?
one person coming towards you.
Okay.
He's coming straight to. They're walking straight towards you.
So I'm gonna back up even further, and I'm gonna bring my hands up slightly and kind of put them out defensively, and cast Yeah.
First spell.
And just the mehndi on the hands, like golden light flickers through it, and it seems to extend the same patterns, just like in a shield around, and just like go like that, like preparing to be attacked.
Cool.
Yeah, that's awesome.
What have you done?
Cast Blade Ward,
Okay.
Nice.
which is resistance against physical damage until the end of my next turn.
Cool. As you do that, they look slightly confused.
Yeah.
They're just going to run forward and try and stab you. They have no reason not to. As they step close to you, when they're within 5 feet of you, there's a very unnerving aura about them. Something about the mask and the way they move is quite unnerving and unfriendly, and to a point of even like there's a slightly odd divine sense that something is very, very wrong. However, you cast Blade Ward, so you are not vulnerable to their dagger.
What?
Don't worry about it. That is a nat 20 there.
Oh, lordy, wordy.
You take only 8 points of piercing damage as they run into you, and just seeing this ward up, just sort of, they try to just gut you, is what they do to anyone.
Yeah. So it does still hit.
It still
but it just
hits,
doesn't-
but it doesn't impact as much. And like they've stepped in and stabbed you, and there's look at like they're in island. You can see eyes behind the skull eyes, and they look slightly confused as to why isn't this working.
Kick him in the nuts.
Yeah.
Do it.
Abernathy, you're inside the cupboard, and you can hear like a grunt as if because Ash has just been stabbed. I think you definitely have to hear some kind of like pained
Yell,
grunt.
like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wilhelm scream.
Probably just bursts out of the cupboard. Sees Ashakti bleeding and in pain, and just Ashakti, and then as he kind of his hands come out, it's like almost like watercolor blue kind of extends from them and into her, and kind of briefly surround her and settle on the wound, and Abernathy looks very surprised.
So does the Shakti!
And that is healing word.
Lovely. Roll a d4, add your charisma modifier.
Oh, actually, I did not roll my one.
That's 7.
Oh, you don't need to as a cantrip. You heal 7 hit points.
Healing what?
Great. That's great.
Healing word is a bonus action.
It might be for him.
Right.
Question the DM. God, my day.
What?
Healing words is a cantrip.
Oh, never mind, sorry.
Shamani's
I was
cantrip.
asking about something else, sorry.
If Shamani uses a first level spell or higher, things happen because wild magic.
Yeah.
Healing word would be the best cantrip.
What are you doing? Just free healing everywhere. So you've done your healing word. What's your action?
I can't cast another spell.
You can cast a cantrip.
I mean, dancing lights doesn't seem like it would work in this situation.
Not really, no.
So,
You did say you were trying to find something heavy, like a bludgeon of some kind.
Yeah.
I would say in Viorica's walk-in wardrobe, you could find something that would function as a club. Like a club, like a
must have a
boot,
cane.
or an umbrella, or a cane.
a big kind of walking cane with a heavy.
Yeah.
What would be like a peacock on the end?
Oh, yeah.
No. I tell you, it
Oh,
was
dear.
carved out of ivory, and it would be a unicorn, like
Oh,
leaping.
very nice.
So you got the spear and
Yeah.
Would you like to use said club to thwack this person?
I'm going. Right, you're getting a thwacking. And I will attempt to thwack.
Okay.
in the Welsh as well.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, would this just work as a club?
Yes.
Good.
You're proficient with clubs.
It will break after one hit.
Don't. Okay.
It's just
means I
it's
can
going to break.
see what's- 14
Hits, yeah.
for 4 damage.
As you run in from behind, this spell just exploded out of you, and you're confused, but you just see your assistant being stabbed, and it's, nope, run in, tonk, the club just shatters over this person's head. They stumble slightly dazed behind. It's your turn in a second. Downstairs.
Okay.
You're still performing.
Yes.
You recognise that Tharavel and Shaden are not here. You've been performing for maybe a minute.
Yeah.
You've gone to check the room with the paintings, and all seems fine.
Oh, Lord.
As you leave the room with the paintings, there's if the room is here, there's an L junction, and you can see down a corridor into the house. And from down that corridor, a couple of figures are opening doors and walking out towards the room with the paintings that you're standing in front of. They also appear to have these red masks. That's all you can see for now.
Okay.
To get back within range of messaging Lilith is... Like, you could use your movement to get back into eye line to go, help, but you can choose what you do in this situation.
But then I'd be standing in the middle of the corridor, like...
Yes, you would be. Yeah.
On the other side of the L from them, though. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Biggest decision I think any of us have made so far.
You could pull your swords and be ready. You could defend the collection, or you could go and get help.
I think what I'll do, what Cohen would do rather, is he'd probably hide or just like stand by the doorway.
In the room to the art?
In the room to the art, on the assumption that they'd come in through it and he could attack them from behind.
Nice.
Lovely. Can roll me a stealth check.
Yes.
With disadvantage, they are walking out into a place where you are clearly visible. You have to be very quick about this.
Okay. Let's get spicy. One of those was good. One of those was an at one. The other one wasn't, crucially, everybody. And the stealth edition is that's a dirty 20.
Disadvantage.
Oh,
You're
disadvantage.
screwed.
So that one just
I'm an idiot.
kicked you in the shin.
I don't like D&D. Nat one.
We can
That's what
stop
we are
you.
doing.
You crush all the paintings and destroy all of them.
Never
End of
liked them
game.
anyway.
What you do is you go, oh, and turn around and run into the room with the art. And it's not the figures haven't seen you; they just know that you're in there.
Great. Oh, good.
Yeah.
Great.
You got too into the character. Oh no, enemies.
You don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
Viorica is singing, and something's clearly wrong. But apart from that, you don't know what.
I'd make a perception check because I want to see if I can see the siblings. Like if I can spot them at all.
You already rolled to see them, and you didn't.
Oh yeah, you're right. Sorry, yeah. Well, then I'd make another perception check to see what the fuck is going on. Just because
Anything.
I've probably heard enough of this. No offense.
It's fine. It's absolutely fine.
And I mean, it's enthralling, but not me.
No, yeah.
Okay. Moving to the skills section. Perception? Yeah, okay, 23.
Wow. Viorica's singing is very loud, but it's also very high-pitched. And you think you can hear sort of strange footsteps moving around the house that you wouldn't expect. Everyone in this room is standing rapt, watching Viorica very much engaged with what's going on. But there's movement in the house. And there's not the movement of two sets of footsteps that you're expecting. There's more.
Okay.
That's a very cool sense.
Okay.
Cohen has not reappeared in the doorway.
I mean, I'm going to go and check on the art. That would be genuinely what she would
We
do.
have already said that moving out of this room during the performance might distract people and cause some ruckus.
I'm aware.
Unless you're good at stealth.
Yeah.
That's
Can't
a no.
say it's one of my
Fortes.
fortes.
How do you think you could leave this room without causing a kind of social uproar in a way that wouldn't be seen as being odd?
Drop a stink bomb.
Not odd at all.
My bad.
That's mean. Oh. Okay. So I know a lot of the people in this room.
You do.
Would I know anyone's like fear in this room?
Oh, that's very clever.
Interesting.
Absolutely would.
Roll me a history check.
I'm going back to the skills.
Because you do... You can press the one at the bottom
I could, but I'm
jump
there now.
in between them.
You just took me off my character sheet. You
asshole.
The DM is very helpful. We love him. We all love him, and he's great.
It's just a butcher.
And last week you let them touch your dice as well. I would stop.
I know.
Them from bringing any of your things.
15.
15. There is the older lady Caldwell, who is across the way, has been enjoying the art a lot and is currently listening enwrapped to the music, has an aversion to rats.
Okay, I'm going to minor illusion and telepathically make her hear rats and minor illusion a rat going around her feet.
Ooh, that's
So it says
cold.
like, and then beneath her feet, minor illusion, a small rat.
That's lower US.
Oh God! Oh! Suddenly, in the middle of this concert, she's starting to make noise. People around are looking at like, is she just overwhelmed with? There's like a
Obviously, that's
confusion, worry, and her husband takes her in her arms and goes, "There, darling, it's fine," and is trying to calm her. No, I think that's.
I'm gonna keep going for as like walking back, and then because I need to see her, and I'll keep doing the sounds getting louder and louder in her head.
Can you roll me a stealth check with advantage, as you have given yourself a very easy way of getting out of this?
Yeah. Sorry, Viorica. Just saying.
It's fine.
Okay.
With advantage.
Yeah. Stealth. 16.
You manage to sidle your way back out of the room without anyone noticing that you've left. You are noticing people are getting a little bit distracted though. Lady Caldwell's being a bit distracted.
Enthrall her.
I'm going to start singing at her.
An enthralling performance.
No, not yet.
At her.
No, it's okay. What I'm imagining is that in his head it's like, just get distracted from me, would you? I'm going to turn the full glare of my talent on you.
To the camera.
I'm doing it down to her. I'm assuming I'm on stage. Oh.
You are on stage. Yeah, you are on stage, yeah. Okay, so you roll a performance check at her.
So
Don't at me.
literally.
Within fun. No, okay, fine.
No.
I know. Oh, that could be alright.
When you're singing at someone, you
No,
can
it
roll to
does.
hit them.
It is a 21.
Woohoo!
Yeah. A lot of stuff going on for her right now. I'm enjoying.
She's not going to make it through the night. It's fine.
I'll give her one last bang before she leaves. No. A meaning is in her life would go out with a no. Okay, I'm just going to shush. Sorry. It's not as if that would even be possible anyway. It doesn't matter. Let's move on.
You've dug yourself
Would you like a
underneath the
TCB?
stage.
You've managed to get out of the room. As you move out of the room and head down the corridor, you can't see Cohen, and at the point when initiative gets rolled, 3 figures, again, dark robes,
3.
red masks, are crossing in front of the L junction into the room with the art in it. Could you 3 please roll, well, you 2 and me, roll initiative, please?
So I do see some. Okay.
Ooh.
Oh, God.
Get rainbowy.
Yeah, you're in the corridor.
That's strong. We like big numbers, actually.
Do we?
Cannot lie.
10.
Hang on. Anyone above a 20?
Yes. 21.
We're also certain.
Shooby-doo-doo-biddy.
Shoopa-doopa-doo.
Trying to figure out my initiative. Shoopa-doo-ba-doo.
10.
10.
That's less.
Distinctly.
It's less.
It's less.
As you walk down the corridor, these 3 figures move and they're looking around them. As they look around them, one turns, sees you, nudges one of the allies, and the 2 of them quickly run down the corridor towards you, trying to basically kill you and silence you immediately.
Oh, goodness me.
Did they go before me?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm dead. I am genuinely going to die.
Oh boy, this is not part of the plan for the heist.
Apparently for us, initiative rolls are really important.
I don't know
We're
that.
all split up and now people are just trying to kill us
Yeah.
unprovoked.
Unprovoked.
I did not.
One of them is going to go into the room with the art. They're going to go past you into the room. They don't know that you're there. As they step into the room, they're looking at the art on the walls, just checking it all out, and they're going to start slowly turning around to look at you, but just before they get to you, they're not going to see you. It'll be your turn before it's theirs, basically.
Yay.
Go on, Cohen.
Right, the other 2 come sprinting up the hallway towards you. One is going to try and grapple you in an attempt to make you not move and also put a hand in your mouth.
Yeah.
So that is a contested grapple. So athletics or acrobatics, please.
Can I murder you? Yes, I murdered.
Nat 1.
This is getting better and better. I think we may have a TKP here.
Just
Total kill party. Like a gang posse.
I was going to say TGP.
so as
like total game posse.
it doesn't matter.
It does before I die.
As one runs around and he sort of grabs you and catches you and makes you a stranglehold, the other is going to try and stab you.
Oh boy.
That is an 15 to hit you.
Yeah.
Again, you get this strange aura around them, almost as if their daggers do double damage.
Flippity flip flip.
She's gonna die. She's gonna die.
If she does, we're in real trouble.
We really
She's the only
are.
organised one.
Priorities it.
Yeah.
You take 12 points of piercing damage,
Whoa.
Okay. You're not dead.
but you are being muffled as one grabs you and one just, again, going for a stab in the gut. And you are quite badly hurt, yes?
Yes. I have 5 hit points left.
Oh dear.
Yes.
This could be worse.
Cohen, what are you going to do as this third figure is in the room and turning around, like, and hasn't seen you yet, but you're literally just behind him?
Has the disguise expired yet? No, I think, he'll... Am I aware, is Cohen aware of any of what's gone on outside? No. Just randomly murdering someone in this house wouldn't make much sense.
Black.
From... Yeah?
Red skull.
They look evil.
They look
okay,
evil.
that's
They look
fine.
evil.
Okay, they do...
They don't look like Nazis. Cartoon Nazis.
Cartoon, sorry.
Okay, no, that's evil
like Red
enough
Skull.
for Cohen to go attack.
Like
Right.
Hugo Boss has designed their outfits.
So, Cohen draws both his scimitars, and then he probably does he dispel it? I guess. No, he attacks. He goes into attack with both scimitars.
Okay.
If that doesn't automatically dispel the illusion, I don't know.
No, it doesn't.
Shall I roll them simultaneously or separate attacks? Or...
Who knows what the first one will do?
Okay. So...
Don't forget all the cool shit you do.
Yes, no, don't worry. I'm very much keeping an eye on that.
This is your moment.
Blades Bard.
Okay, I need to hit.
You need to hit first.
Let's
That's right.
do that bit first. Oh, crit!
Whoa! Yes! Finally!
Natural 20. Okay.
Yeah, thank goodness.
Okay. What are all the things you want to do?
So, first, I'm going to roll some damage. So,
Good idea, yeah.
You can roll one and double it, or roll 2. I don't mind. Whatever you prefer.
I'll roll twice. Why not? So that's 5 plus 3 is 8, and then as Cohen comes in for this cut, his tail flicks round to a sort of well, you can't really see it on the pink silly disguise, but there's a little deck of cards attached to this to the side, and he flicks a card out of it, which the sword slashes as it's going through. And so then the sword is briefly engulfed in this rainbow flame. Not like huge blazy blaze, but you can sort of see it simmering around the outlines. As swing, I do another d6 of damage. Oh, wow, I'm too excited. That's an additional 5. So that's 13 damage in total.
With one single stroke, as you cut through this person, you just cut through them at about the side by the arm, cut across the front and into the chest, and they just collapse onto the floor down to one hit.
Yes!
In addition to this, my AC has increased by 5 for the rest of the round.
How the... Okay.
Oh, and those will hit you.
As
There was a reason why I hired him.
as he's now sort of with the adrenaline sort of spinning the sort of rainbowy swords around slightly in a defensive stance.
What would you like to do? You've used barely 5 feet of movement, and you still have a second attack if you
Yes,
wanted.
I've also increased my movement by 10 feet using this technique.
What are you?
Blades Bard.
I know.
All of this is just one's ability.
Sexy is the answer.
Okay. They collapse instantly to the floor.
Yeah, they do.
Okay. Very brief check to see, just glance over them. Are they going to be a threat anymore?
No.
No. Okay.
Nice.
turn around to face door and check no one's coming in behind.
As you look out into the corridor, in the straight ahead, you can't see any more figures at the moment. If you turn left, 2 people are currently stabbing the shit out of Lilith.
Sees that, runs over there.
Okay.
Can I reach them?
Yes.
In time to do another attack.
Yes, look.
Here we go.
You're level 3, dude.
Bonus action.
I know.
It's awesome. It's exactly what you
Oh, that's less
Okay.
good. That's
Partly
only,
stops here.
that's only a 7
Total.
total.
Misses.
Wow.
As you run in, you step in trying to get both of them, and sort of you're moving so quickly that you skim across the back of one and just catch this blackness, and the sword cuts through, but all 4 of you are now in a close fracas melee within 5 feet of being seen by the room full of people currently engaged in the performance. People at the back are doing this.
Yeah. I'm going to keep waiting.
Now is the time. Now.
People are genuinely going to turn around and start walking into the corridor in a minute if you don't do something.
Limited number of people you can do it to
How long have I
per
been going?
turn.
No, it's better than more
This
than a
is
minute now.
seconds.
All right, fine.
Now is the
I will. Yes. So the up to 5 at the back. When it reaches 5 people who are looking distracted, obviously that doesn't quite work in role playing terms. But as in, like when it reaches that critical mass, then I want to do the thing. So to get all the 5 people who are at the back who look as though they're turning around to turn around and be engaged. So it means that anybody who's behind them who's interested will see that they're turning around and being. I'm trying to get more than just the 5 people, is what I mean.
I will adapt some of how enthralling performance works for the nature of this to make it fit the story of what we're trying to do. That's not a problem.
Definitely.
Good, right.
Me.
It's your turn. What would you like to do?
Okay. I would like to cast sleep. Yeah,
That's the
because
dream,
that's
isn't
just 5d8 and it goes to their hit point max, and if I have more, then yeah.
Do you want D8?
It does hit us as well, doesn't it?
No, it just goes to the people I choose, so it's like it's 1, then 1.
It's a cube and lowest hit points.
Whoever's lowest if they've got high. Yeah.
Okay.
Is it lowest max or lowest remaining?
I think it's lowest hit points.
It's lowest to what you have.
She can't put herself to sleep with it,
No,
surely.
that would be ridiculous.
I would assume not.
I'm just checking.
Please.
Sleep.
The question is whether you think you have higher hit points than both of them.
I literally know where it is.
I mean, give him 15
Features within 20 of a point you choose in the range I will say it doesn't affect you because that's ridiculous. So yes, they both have lower hit points than you. So
Yeah.
Okay.
Plenty.
8,
13.
9.
Sorry.
9. 14. 17. 20.
oh,
How much did I need for both of them?
22.
Damn it! I literally just turn to them both and just go back to the nightmares from which you came. And say that. And I'm basically trying to do the one that's on me right now.
The one that's grappling you just falls over backwards and lands in a clatter on the floor. More people turning.
Yeah.
How close is the other one to me?
Clatter, a sort of metallic
The other one
clatter.
stabbed you a little bit.
Just a little bit. Just pools of blood. So if I move away, they get an attack of opportunity.
They do.
That's all I can do. Yeah, that's genuinely all I can do right now. Balls, I was hoping that was going to get them both. Damn it.
So near.
I should have gone another level 2.
Ed.
Yeah. The influence performance is definitely happening now. Once the clatter goes, then the influence performance is definitely happening.
It's a wisdom saving throw, I believe.
Yep, 15.
15. Two of the people watching just turn back and are completely gone. A third one that was at the side starting to move up, going, something's happening over here. Just turns around and walks back towards you. 2 people are still a little distracted, and they're not moving towards the back yet, but there are 2 people who very clearly are not affected by your performance who are still worried about the noise outside.
I am not going to do anything further than that. I don't want to disappoint my audience. I think that's the furthest I would go to try and stop what was happening there. I don't really have another Viorica hadn't planned to have another response, and so now would be wanting to get back into singing. There's been enough distraction. Is the idea.
Lovely. Shakti, you and Abernathy are both in melee with one of these Nightblades. Yeah.
So I've got super stabbed, super painful. It's slightly less painful now.
Yes.
I'm super mad at being stabbed. Can I...
They're within 5 feet of you, so...
Can I sidestep around them so I'm still within 5 feet of them, but Abernathy is no longer behind them?
Yep.
Work for Karen.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, fine.
Basically, I'm going to sort of like stagger to the left slightly, sort of backdrop, and like the Mendy is sparking, glowing now, and I'm just going to shoot out my hands and sodding fire from the bloody
Sodding fire.
fingertips.
I love that.
Everything's going to be on fire.
Oh, your poor bedroom,
Yes. Burn it to the ground. Burn it to the ground.
Is that burning hand?
Yeah.
Okay, can you roll me... What do I need to roll?
A deck save.
I'd say boxing around his ears. There's anything less spread.
That is a
Also
10.
Going to wild magic. No, it wasn't
Yeah,
magic.
fine,
It was
good.
fine. And I'm going to... Was that a fail?
No, yeah, he failed again.
Woo! 13
Nice.
damage.
Nice.
And any flammable objects in the area that aren't being worn or carried are on fire.
Right.
I imagine it's like all drapes.
Yeah.
This
Everything is
this
exceptionally
is a
flammable.
tinderbox.
Yeah.
We're in. This
You
is
step around, put your hands out,
could
and
not
a
have
cone of
gone worse.
fire just
This could
pours out of you.
Yeah.
There's a brief shriek, very brief, as this figure is just incinerated. It's the closest you've ever been to death in your entire life. It's horrible, as this figure just burns away to ash. From ash. And the room is now slightly on fire.
Right.
Sorry.
We're out of initiative. What do you want to do?
Oh, well, good.
Oh,
They stabbed me. They stabbed me. I had to because they stabbed me.
Oh, sorry.
right. So you had to cook them alive?
Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to do that.
Under the circumstances, I think maybe it was... Well, I'm not going to say for the best, but...
We got to get out of here. And
Like, maybe we should stop the burning first before it is on... The room's on...
Ignore the room being on fire and go to the door and check out.
Oh, the corridor's empty.
We can't. No.
We can't be found here. We were never here. We've got to get out of here.
Yes, I'm right behind you, but is there a
There will be a jug of water. A jug of water.
No, I'm looking for a pan underneath the bed.
Oh, nice. Yes, that's exactly. There will definitely be one.
Like it's
Probably quite house.
Trying to cook something, are we?
porcelain.
Yes.
Right, well, thank goodness no one entered this today. Just try and put the fire out.
Everywhere.
Get for the biggest bit and then follow out the door.
Can you roll me a dexterity-based attack roll?
A charred room with
Piss
everywhere.
everywhere.
It's not just piss.
No, you're absolutely right.
15.
Cool. You grab the chamber pot and throw the contents over the fire, dousing it pretty firmly, and turn and follow Shakti out of the room.
You did.
Yeah. Fire's doused, but your room is covered in effluvium.
I understand. That is so much better than being burnt. Possible to wash effluvium. It is not impossible to wash flame.
Move to the right a little bit, Sean. No, right.
Yeah, no, to left.
Yeah, no.
You were wrong.
Right, never mind. Okay.
Okay. We got it.
Where are you going?
Okay.
Right, we need to get downstairs quickly.
Well,
Let's just get this done and get out of here.
And just to check, you rolled a d20 for your wild magic
I did.
after the spell, and it
I got
wasn't a 1.
19. Yeah. We know where we're going.
Where are you going?
Well, we know where the stairs are. We know how to get down out of this floor.
Yes.
First off, so doing that, trying to look out for people. No one can see us. Yeah. Being stealthy? I don't know. Going.
Are you being fast or stealthy?
I think we need to be fast. let's just get. We've only got a little bit of time now. Let's just rush and we'll deal with whatever happened back there later.
Does I don't know if he had any sort of hood or anything.
No, he's wearing a waistcoat.
Okay. Oh God, Ash puts a hood up.
Yeah.
Oh, that would look suspicious at all.
I don't want to be. I don't
Well,
want
I
to
know,
recognisably
there's
here.
I'm not saying that there's a better option. I can't.
Okay, we suspiciously run away from the scene of the crime.
Yeah, exactly.
What do we see?
As you run down the corridor towards the stairs, you don't see any other figures. If anything, the house looks deserted, which is how it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
As you get to the stairway, it is a wide stairwell, and it goes down. As you get to the stairwell, you hear a heavy footstep walking down the stairs beneath you.
Oh, good.
I'm being cool. I'm being cool. I'm being cool.
Can we see?
I'm being cool.
Quietly.
The stairs do a one flight down, turn, one flight down. If you look down and over, a very large person is walking down the stairs. She's 6.5, 7 foot tall.
What?
Big black cowled robe. The cowl sort of covers the face. And again, this strange... You blink, there is no mask. It's you see her face. But looking at it, you think you see the mask and you think you don't. It's very strange. It's like there's a mask there, there's a mask not there. She's just walking down.
Just hide.
Roll a stealth check for me.
Did you tell me to hide as well?
I didn't know. Well, without saying anything, maybe just like pushing you back slightly from the peering, because I was peering and peering's not good. 18.
18.
It's said with such fatalism.
Yeah.
14 for me. God. There's going to be pluses on there.
Yeah,
You think?
I don't like being able to see what the DM can roll. That's not.
Yeah.
It's too. That's
She looks up.
Oh no.
You're both sort of cinematically, you're both sort of behind a wall, but you can just about see her down at an angle. And she looks up. I think I smell a rat.
It's me.
Look, I don't know who you are, but the voice is quite high-pitched for someone this large. If you want to stay alive, I would stay upstairs and forget you saw anything. Stairs. Book keeps going downstairs.
What do we do? What do we do?
This just got a lot bigger than... Sorry.
There's downstairs.
I know. We are not. We hide. We hide until we can run away. We were never here. No one knows we were ever here. We.
There are other stairs downstairs.
I think I remember another way we could try and get down that way.
Yes. Okay. Backstairs.
Yes, no one remembers the servant stairs. Let's try run and use them, okay?
Yeah.
Right, quickly.
You run off, head back to the other stairway, which heads straight down to the kitchen if you wanted to go straight down and out.
Might be some more pyavons there.
Yes, that's the first
Priorities, yeah. Priorities.
Just saying. On the way out.
Right, the three of you, the one remaining Nightblade and the two of you in combat, they are going to... You've just come in and you're definitely...
Wielding blades.
Yeah.
They're faster than me on a 21, damn it.
Yeah, 22, they're right.
It's just the one.
There's one left now.
It's just the one killer, actually.
The other one's asleep, right?
Yeah, they're
Yeah, he was asleep.
This is more than they were expecting in terms of resistance, so... They are going to disengage from both of you, just wielding a dagger out in front of them, grab their buddy from the ground, shake him awake, step back and just, keeping you both at range, stepping back about 15 feet. Their buddy will get up and do the same thing and step back. And as they both step back, you hear a door opening on the other side of the L.
Okay.
They are within range of you, but they have, very clearly, they've got the shit on their minds.
They will react badly if you do attack them, but they're going to attack you.
They may have readied actions, you don't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cohen, what do you do?
Yes, just quickly checking how long it takes to do a certain thing, and the answer is too long. Okay. Letting them get away is probably not good.
That sounds very moral for you.
Huh?
That sounds very moral for you.
Well, as in, yeah, letting them get away is probably bad. As in,
oh, I see what you mean.
Because then they might go and alert someone better.
That is, yes, a good point.
You ruined a good disguise.
Yes.
And as the sort of, I run up and attack I attack one of them. And again, as he's running forward, the sort of tail flicks and a card comes out in front of the blade as he attacks with it.
Cool, they had a held action.
Oh, of course they did.
Technically the attack happens sort of simultaneously, so let me know. Roll yours and I'll roll theirs.
20.
No, again, come on. Oh, that's an 8.
No, you don't hit. That's a 14 from them.
No good.
No,
that doesn't hit me.
Not with a 5+.
Are you sort of running around them or staying in melee combat with them?
The 5+ has expired, but it still doesn't hit me. I'm just sort of trying to strike them down, just get them out of the picture.
So you're sort of running up to both of them. You do have 2 attacks if you want.
Yes, I do.
So the first strike misses. They try and lash out at you, miss as well. I think the blades bounce off. There's a wonderful king as the blades bounced off each other. From the console again, someone going...
Something's
okay. It's not right. But you've used all of your enthralling performances.
Yes.
It's up to you how you handle the situation.
No, just getting.
And I will tell you in a minute.
Gotcha.
So not wanting to waste a good card before it touches the floor, an upward swing with the other scimitar, trying to catch it. Oh, come on! I've rolled 2 2s and a 3 in the past 3 hits. You start with a crit. How did it end up like this? It was only a crit. Okay, so no, that's another miss.
Cool. The other one still has a ready action, but you're not in range with them technically, so they haven't used it. What would you like to do?
I'm going to try and cast sleep, but at 2nd level, and see if I can get them both again.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you. No, yes, no. I'll need to reroll.
Okay.
2, I think.
Oh, actually, no, it's too late.
8,
I've missed it.
14, 14, 15, 17, 20. Yeah, I definitely get it.
Hang on.
And then 7. So I'm just like, and then I twirl my staff and very gently, because the performance is going on, just tap it onto the floor, and all the spirals and curls in it just start to light up and then kind of swirl within the staff and just kind of go.
This time, both of them, as you're trying to fight, one of them just drop to the ground asleep.
They both do.
Yeah. Well, again, we're out of initiative now. What do you want to do?
Just straight to you, being like, the hell is going on?
I don't know. I've got no idea. I thought everyone told me that there wasn't going to be anything like this. Great, right.
Where are the others?
I don't know. Weren't they hiding in the room? I mean, they were supposed to be in here by now. Surely the song's not going to last that much longer.
Should we just do it ourselves and go and grab some?
We don't have the bag of holding.
Well, I don't have any other ideas, frankly. And I'm kind of really hurting right now.
All right. Well, there's nothing I can do about that. I will. Cohen's just gonna like poke his head round the L to make sure that there's not more people coming.
There is a door open at the back, but you can't see anyone.
All right.
Is it just darkness in the door, as it were? Yeah.
Well, it's a darkened house.
That's what I mean.
light
So,
on.
but, so there's no.
Can I go around and try and see if I can see Viorica?
Sure.
Darling?
You're messaging me in the middle of a performance.
Have to.
Wow.
I know.
Okay, you see me.
Wow,
So you stretch my eyes, and I miss a note, which I will remember.
I'm starting to bleed out. There is
There's a particular.
there is a need to start to panic.
Don't tell me what look at the back.
I know. Basically, I'm starting my own little fire down here.
Yeah.
There are other people here at play. Where are your siblings? Again,
Oh my god.
I'm really hurting right now.
Uh,
Basically it.
What do you do, Veronica?
I'm afraid I carry on with the performance.
I know there's nothing that
That's what I mean. No,
that
like
he can do.
that does throw me off my stride, which I'm afraid means that I can't concentrate on anything else. Him being the demon that he is. Sorry,
No, I understand.
but it's like I've started. the song, so
I
I'll
needed to
finish.
try and make you aware of something else.
Yeah.
Are you going to try and help in any way?
No.
Okay.
No.
Right.
What are you doing?
Do you? Is it like, oh, those people were opening doors already, so that one doesn't look very suspicious?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, okay. It doesn't look like there are any more coming.
Right. Fucking great then.
Can you patch yourself up?
No.
All right.
I'm a wizard.
So you can do magic.
I do this. I literally minor illusion the fact that my skin pretends to heal. It doesn't, and I'm like, that's as good as it gets.
You're wasting your energy on. Oh my god.
It's a cantrip. I'm fine. I'm gonna go up to the big painting.
Okay, you're outside the room in the art. If you turn around and look into the room with the art, there's a figure in there.
Christ.
You tell me.
About a 6.5, 7 foot tall person, just looking at the triptych, arms behind her back.
Can I just confirm there's like the gallery area has multiple entrances? And...
Nope, just one.
That just telepathically to you, because I'm not going to actually speak, and just be like, okay, there's another person staring at the triptych within the same garments as the people on the floor. They're rather big. I'm rather small.
Boys, I've got this.
No, don't.
What?
Don't. Why?
Well, I can convince them to just go stand in the corner and stare at the wall for the rest of the night.
Do it.
Giant.
Oh, sorry, when you said no, I thought that was in character. Right.
That was me, yeah. No, and then I went, Giant.
Oh, yes, sorry, I have a name. Right, yeah. Cohen will sort of run into the room.
Yeah.
And sort of, what do you look like upon entry? Are you sort of staring at this person looking quite scared?
Well, no, I'm just kind of like, I don't know how big the room is, but I don't know how far away am I from this figure?
No, but it's
About
still
10 feet.
Oh, Lord!
I take a bit of a breath before entering the room, sheathe the weapon so that I just look like good old Roberto again, and walk in. Excuse me.
No, I'm gonna just. No, I can't.
You can't what?
Just like, can't let you do this.
You just.
Are you doing something?
What are you doing?
Stop
No, I'm
me.
just gonna like put my hand over your mouth.
Okay.
Excuse me.
So
I know, but it's more like an instant reaction being like, no.
in message, I'm like, what are you doing? Well, they know we're here now. Let me do my thing.
This is an excellent piece of art.
Yes, it is.
Again, quite a high-pitched voice for such a larger frame.
Isn't it? But I have a much better piece of art I could show you, happening just outside. It's a wonderful performer that everyone's watching, and you're missing out on this. The paintings aren't going anywhere, so if it's not an inconvenience, perhaps you could just go over there and watch the rest of the performance.
You're trying to suggest.
Yes, this is an attempt to use suggestion.
Good luck.
She turns around and looks at you, and you get this strange thing looking at her face. Sometimes it's a face, an unremarkable face. Other times it's a bloodied skull, and you're not quite sure what you're seeing.
Wonderful news. Sorry. They're rolling things again. Why are they rolling things?
Ooh.
I don't like things being rolled.
Oh!
You're in the wrong game. You're in the wrong game.
Oh. What is it that I'm missing?
There's a wonderful performance by the famed Viorica Yordash. I could tell you about that storied performance history, but then you'd miss the performance, wouldn't you?
And you think that's worth my time over this, turns back to Triptych, this thing that I've been looking for my entire life?
Can Cohen tell it's not worked?
No, it has worked.
Oh, it has worked. Yes, it is your entire life looking at these paintings. Well, as you say, it's your entire life. But this over here is only going to last for a little bit longer. And if you miss it, well, then that's something you'll never have for your entire life. Whereas this is going to stay here. In fact, I can even give you a guide of it all later.
You are very convincing.
Thank you. Perhaps I should introduce myself. Roberto Valgusto, what's your name?
My name's not important.
Detect thoughts.
Oh, dirty. sorry.
That's fine.
That was admiration for the decision, not something else.
Did you bring
No, they've got to make a save.
Only if you probe.
Yeah, so I'm just going to cast Detect Thoughts and then try
Get surface thoughts.
Yeah.
There is currently a raging battle of, but I want these paintings, but that music sounds real good though.
But the name, I want to know if they think of their own name.
They don't. Balls. When they think of name, they think of Baal, Bhaal, which is the god of death, of murder in particular. That is the name they think of.
I
will probe.
Choice.
You're going probe now.
I'm going to probe.
We got so greedy. We've got so greedy.
Like
She was just gonna go away.
What kind of saving throw is it?
Whiz.
That is an 8.
No. I want to know what they're thinking, please. And what... everything.
Everything.
Okay, we're going to be here for a while.
No, you're not.
Oh, no.
She believes herself to be the daughter of Baal. Her name is irrelevant now. She's becoming her father. These paintings will help her bring him into the world again. She's convinced of that.
Okay.
That's basically all you get.
Okay.
Don't have much going on apart from that.
That's
As you do that, she is moving around the two of you out into the corridor going, well, I will go and enjoy this music then, but something tells me this isn't quite right. Something's not right.
The song was such a poor choice. That's only going to last 5 minutes. The spell could last 8 hours. Why did I choose that?
Just don't question it right now, please.
From Viorica, thank you.
She's affected by the spell and she's going to walk out of the room and walk down the corridor. And just walks down and towards the concert hall.
We need to destroy these paintings.
Really? What? No, we don't. No, okay, look, I understand that you've just been in a life-threatening situation and you're currently bleeding out, but that's
she's going to bring
insane.
back Baal, the god of murder.
What?
She thinks she's going to bring him back with these paintings. I don't care about any fucking money anymore. Do you know how far out of the depth that we are? So fucking far out of our depth. Destroy...
What?
We either take them now and run, or destroy them.
Hang on a moment. How have you inferred all of that? And
I am wizard. Look, can't heal, can do this.
all right, so how do I know that you're not just saying this because you're bleeding out and the oxygen's running away from your brain?
Because I'm
if
far
I know
more
what
intelligent than
oxygen
you,
is?
and you know it.
It's worth so much money.
I'm aware. We either take them out of the frame, roll them up, and literally run now, or we destroy them.
All right, well, we're taking them with us, aren't we?
Yes, of course we are.
Yes.
Great. And then I start going up to one, and with anything I have, I'm just going to...
Do you have a dagger?
Yes, I will do. She says.
Let's just make sure about that, shall we?
I'm a wizard, of course. I sell dreams to people, why wouldn't I?
I have a scimitar. Sing.
Oh, snap.
Yes.
Literally.
Nice.
Literally.
Do you cut off the triptych? You remove the triptych?
Yes.
Okay, can you both roll me dexterity checks?
And we summon Bale.
Dexterity checks.
It's open dexterity checks, yeah, just roll.
Oh, really? Another two?
That's what that dice value meant.
Fun.
That's what that dice value meant.
I've used different dice.
Natural 20.
Yes.
Stop it right now. Yes.
You're trying to be quick. You're trying to be careful.
Yeah.
Therefore, you stop Cohen from doing any significant damage, and you cut the 3 paintings off the wall. They are very large.
I imagine they are.
Like you can roll them up.
But I can't do that, bitch. No, can't.
Steady.
Sorry. That is entirely my fault. I do apologise.
That's okay. What you...
No, don't have the spells. Don't have the spells.
You can carry them, but they are large. I mean, D&D terms medium, but they are large.
Yes. For paintings.
Significant slasher.
You have them. What are you going to do with them?
Okay.
Run round there.
Well, run around the L. We can't go into the corridor with them. We can't go into the
With the performance. So if you go up towards the L, you are heading generally in the direction of the kitchen.
Yes.
What?
Kitchen.
The kitchen.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought we were running in the middle of the performance.
I think Cohen's been told about the kitchen. I think.
Yeah.
Yes.
No. I told everyone.
Brilliant. Yes, to the kitchen.
Yes, to the kitchen.
Let's go.
Come on, right, let's get them out of here through the sewer. We'll make it nice and quick. It'll be just like the job was supposed to be. There's just a few corpses we weren't expecting.
Well, 2 of them sleeping.
Okay, yeah, just one corpse, which was my fault. All right, fair enough. Well, technically it was Roberto's fault.
There is a body on the floor, but yes.
As I'm bleeding on them, can I cast prestidigitation to clean the blood off the paintings at the same time as running?
You're bleeding on the painting.
Yeah, man, I've got 5 hit points.
Yeah, that's fair.
You don't need to,
Why?
because the paintings absorb blood.
Of course they do.
I'm casting prestidigitation.
To clean.
But as soon as the blood hits it, you can't clean it.
It's not there. The blood's just.
The blood is like
The blood's been absorbed into the painting.
you can't. Left to clean.
No, wait, that sounds like a magical thing.
Yes.
It's a magical thing. It's a terrifying thing.
No, they're just
Do you
normal
notice
paintings.
that?
If I'm going, I'm like, there is something very, very odd.
Shall I carry them then?
No.
Can we just keep moving, please?
Yes.
Lovely. You're running towards the kitchen. You're making your way down towards the kitchen as well.
Lord.
Okay.
Yes.
Your performance continues.
Yes.
From the back of the room,
Yes.
a very large woman with a terrifying face enters the ballroom, and she is watching you enwrapped.
Now,
Her face occasionally big beatific grin,
Yep.
and occasionally red skull.
Bjorka likes to think of himself as enough of a professional that even when something like this happens, the show will go on.
We're depending on it.
I understand. Yeah, no, I mean, I'm perfectly willing to take a sort of distraction test or something like that, but it's not going to break me. Not intentionally, anyway.
Roll a concentration check.
Okay, I think I've done the wrong one of these before.
It's a con saving throw.
That was a con saving throw.
It is.
Oh, Lord.
Oh.
Right, so my total score is 0. I vomit copiously.
Do you just falter and stop?
No, in fact, I tell you what I might do is, due to a combination of, I don't know what in my lungs, but if I try and go too high because it's just kind of, and I think I'm going to faint. Just properly, like Poleaxe on the That would be his natural one.
And perfect.
That would be his natural one.
And I love it.
He is just going to pass the hell out. And collapse right there on the stage.
You do.
That's so much harsher than anything Chris would have.
That's why it's so good.
As you're running down the hallway, as you're running towards the kitchen, from the Great Hall, you hear screams. The music has stopped, so your spell stops being in effect.
I chose a stupid target. It's a real dumb instruction.
I don't think so. I think you did well.
You got the man. I agree.
Her out of the way. I mean, into a room full of innocent people.
I could have sent her off on a walk to the coast. I could have done.
I think it fits, though. I think it fits. Right, what's happened?
We'll get back to that.
Fine.
The four of you convene with each other in the kitchen.
We have to go.
Right, boys, we've done your job for you. Let's go.
Where? Healing? Oh,
We can do that once we're out of here.
I'm going to the root vegetable.
Yeah.
And pull at what I thought was the latch.
You didn't find a latch, you just found it.
Oh, sorry. Then whatever I saw, I'm going to go back to and
Tug at various parts.
have a look at.
Steady now.
What?
Nothing.
The various root vegetables just tumble off the shelf. They're not attached to anything, they're just root vegetables.
Chef here.
Yeah, but there was a thing,
No, Parker's not here.
Thank goodness.
Was there any
There's a differently coloured bit of brick behind the root vegetable shelf, but
push the brick?
nothing happens.
I'm gonna
Pull the shelf to the side. Come on.
I'm gonna start looking.
I'm bleeding.
I've already started to pull it.
I'm looking for secret latchy
Roll an investigation
things.
check. Yes. You're just pulling
What?
things aside.
I'm trying
What's happened to
pull
Viorica?
it to the side.
I don't know. We heard him singing,
Where
and then
were
he's
you
not
two?
singing. We were upstairs, and then there was this person that came in with a knife, and then suddenly, well, he wasn't there anymore. We'll get to that later.
19.
And we came down here.
19 on investigation check.
Yeah. I'm ignoring this and looking.
Yeah,
where I
you
think.
feel along the sides of this as Cohen moves the shelf to one side, and you do find one brick that you can push, and as you do push it, the whole wall does a slight click and turn like a door, and it is opening up. The smell hits you as instant sewers.
No.
Let's go. Oh, Viorica.
And you can't travel far like that.
It's not part of the plan. Get.
Viorica was never going to come into the sewer, was he?
Through the door. Now.
Listen, let me at least look at what,
Try and
let me at least look at your wound. Let's
try
see
and
what's.
Once we're in here, please.
through the door so I can close it behind us. I'm
There is shouting
flappily
from upstairs.
pushing.
Are we closing the door behind us?
Yes.
Is it dark in here?
I'm closing the door behind us.
Like pitch black.
Before, so we wait. We don't stop the bleeding before we trail it through the
The
secret
sewers.
door.
No.
Anyway,
Can you?
Yeah. Good point.
I take it it's pitch black.
Yep.
All right, this is a bit of a situation, and then the four swirling orange star balls kind of suddenly appear, kind of behind. And all right,
That's
maybe
wonderful.
that's a bit better. Who did that?
You did that.
You did that.
I really feel like maybe you did that.
Oh,
You also did this thing earlier, which made me a lot less bleedy, that you should maybe try. It was sort of blue. Think blue thoughts.
okay. Let me have a.
Blue thoughts.
Great.
Ignoring. May I have a? It kind of gestures to touch you.
Yeah.
And I think this time it's a slightly different effect. It's not just like blue watercolors. I think it's much more of a kind of a pattern almost, like brush strokes, kind of quite thick paint, building up in layers. kind of over the top of the wound and closing it and kind of blending in, and then it just fades into your normal flesh.
Well, that feels
hopefully
lovely.
And that will be cure
Yes.
wounds. Which
Thank you.
is a bit more. 8. No, hang on. Yes. No, it's the same. Yes.
Whee, thank you.
A lot more helpful.
13. Yes, breathing is fun.
Will you stop complaining about it now?
Did look quite deep.
Bag.
Right, yes, get the... I don't know, am I holding any of them?
You have the wonderful effect. You have 1. You have 2. You have the wonderful effect of a bag about this size. You just feed a painting into it.
Did you mention the thing about the blood trail?
No.
That was out of character, wasn't it? You didn't actually.
Yeah, I was trying to do it before we stepped through, and that was why.
Did you? No, I appreciate
No, but-
it. Did you in character say that?
No.
Okay.
Not at all. Because I don't think in character I would have thought it.
No, because it's been seeping into the painting. So there's no trail, it's weirdly seeping into the painting. So the painting, I mean, as worrying as it is that it's like covering our tracks,
I'm sure
it's
that's
also
fine.
covering our tracks.
All the best art takes something out of you.
Okay.
Those vampiric works by Gustav Klimt.
There is shouting from inside the house. What are the 4 of you doing?
We have to go. If we're committing now to leaving Viorica, we have to leave Viorica.
Right.
Is there no way we can contact him at all?
So, I have sewer knowledge, right? From
You do.
chatting to people.
You do.
Is that a roll, or do I just know where to go?
That's a roll.
That's a roll. What genre of roll?
It's a history roll with advantage.
Okay.
That bang.
History roll with advantage is not a bad proposition. You are a nat 20. We'll just start there. And it's a nat 20.
Did you just roll 2 nat 20s?
That one I sort of placed and it rolled onto a nat 20, but...
Are we...
You know where to go. If you head basically down from here and through the sewers, it's quite treacherous. There's lots of like bits of running across other bits you might not know about. Like there's some bits that are higher than others. We have to walk over dangerous bits of terrain and stuff like that. But you do know you can have a very quick, very safe journey. You can either go very fast and it's a bit more dangerous in terms of climbing, or you can go ways that are safer for everyone, but it'll take longer. Either way, you know it'll get you out in the lower city somewhere. And also in the lower city in the direction you want to go, not miles out towards the sewer tower or anything like that.
Yeah.
And just to reconfirm, the plan was that we would just sneak through the door, wait there, and Viorica would meet us, right?
Yeah.
Oh, but in my head it was that you were going to go down to the sewers.
You know
Not
that
very
just stand on the
far.
other
Yes,
side.
You know that
not
there is
too
a
far. We weren't going
large
to go too far without you.
chamber just below here, because this corridor is artificial and connects to a main sewer outlet drain below here, where there is running water that isn't sewage. It's just running water that washes the pipes going out into the lower city. So this is an area of cleaning, but there is a big room with lots of places you could hide in if you wanted to.
Yeah.
Right, first things first, down this way. And I'd lead them to that space you just described.
It's about 30 foot square, a bit bigger, 40 foot square. There is a raised platform that you walk in on, and beneath you is a grate over some running water.
Does it smell any less bad?
It smells slightly better because of the running water. Below where the tunnel comes in, and there's this upper walkway, there are spaces where you could hide in the shadows. There's a lot of crenellations. It's quite old, so there's a lot of old crenellations and building bits around here.
Right. Team vote. Are we waiting for Viorica or not? Personally, I think we should just keep moving, because after whoever the hell I sent to go and watch his performance, I have no idea what's going to be happening to him right now.
I don't think we can just leave him, though, can we? We're meant to be doing this. Goodness knows what's happening up there.
Look, I don't know if you've seen the guy, but and look at where we are. What do you expect him to be able to do in this environment? Not to be facetious.
We have a head start.
We don't know if the people who were attacking us know this route. They could be on us any second.
As soon as Viorica's song finishes, which I believe it already has, that person's going to remember exactly what they were doing, which was, by the way, trying to get the same paintings that we've just put in that bag. And then they're going to notice they're gone. And I don't know if you've looked at them, but they sort of don't have a face. It's like a big flashing red skull. And just generally, in my experience, those are quite bad.
That was the person on the stairs.
Oh, you've seen them?
You've seen them?
They spoke.
We saw her. She was, frankly terrifying.
She thinks that she's the daughter of Bale.
You're all aware of Bale.
She wants to bring back Bale with the paintings. So, we either get rid very quickly, or we really permanently get rid of paintings forever.
Right. Do we know that destroying the paintings will stop
I
it?
have no idea.
For all we know, destroying the paintings will summon it. If that's what's going to happen.
Okay.
Before we just willy-nilly
I'm-
cut things up, as much as I don't have an appreciation for what these were supposed to be.
I have detect magic. I can try and find out more about them, but I'd need 10 minutes.
Oh, I don't think we...
we-
are any of you any good at climbing? Look, I've got a shortcut, but it's not going to work if everyone's going to be slow and annoying about it.
We can get out of the city if we can get to... where was it that Cara told me to go?
Cliffgate.
Cliffgate. If we go to Cliffgate, she's currently on shift. She can get us through the gate.
You've got someone who can get us through the gate?
Yes.
Perfect! Right. Do my routes match up with the route to Cliffgate?
Where the sewer comes out, you'd still be in the lower city, but you're not quite in that neck of the woods. You still have to make your way through the lower city a little bit, but it shouldn't be impossibly hard.
Sorry.
Right. I've got a route that'll pop us out close enough there. Is it the shortcut that pops us out close enough there?
Both routes.
Same place, different routes. Got you.
Different routes, same exit point.
I've got a route that can pop us out there.
Perfect.
Right. Now, as I said, are any of you any good at climbing? I want to take the shortcut, but I don't want you slowing us down.
Right.
I
Well,
can't
I'm
say
not-
I'm particularly good, but I can't say I'm particularly bad.
All right.
10, right?
Yeah, it's a 10 or 11, yeah.
It's a 10 or 11. Okay.
Yeah, as in, like, it's a 0.
I'm in windows.
You can climb in windows. Well, that sounds about right. Shortcut then?
Yeah, if it's quicker, yeah.
Any objections?
No.
No. Climbing, shortcut, yeah.
All right. Perfect.
What?
We're leaving
You
the
say something? No. Okay.
Just...
Cool. Just checking I wasn't cutting you off.
No. Sorry.
Right. I lead them off in that direction.
In the direction of the
Cohen leads
shortcut.
them off in that direction.
I'm really going to mind about that one I rolled. Well,
You chose your punishment.
I know. It was totally what should have happened.
Oh, I respect it fully.
know.
I respect it fully. That's not me. That's not me trying to slay you.
Yeah.
Very, very cool.
Right. Well, to find out what happened to Viorica, see us again in about 5 minutes.
Oh, that's
See you in a minute, everyone. And welcome back. Lovely. So, of our party of, well, the gang posse,
Yes.
4 of the gang posse are making their way through the sewers, getting out of the upper city with the triptych of paintings by the artist Kindle, some say prophetic. They also absorb blood, as happened a second ago.
Yeah.
Just a little hinder that these paintings are not necessarily normal paintings.
Seem fine.
Thank God you've only 20 and cutting them out.
In the meantime, Vioric, you wake up.
What can I see?
You are bound to a chair.
That's quick.
Sorella is next to you, also bound to a chair, and she looks knocked out, blood coming out of her nose.
Yeah.
You can hear, and as your eyes start to clear a little bit, you can see Tharaval having an argument with the very tall woman who you didn't recognise, but you recognised from beforehand. You're in a room slightly behind the ballroom.
Yeah.
It's still very resplendent.
Absolutely.
Shaden is in the corner, arms crossed, just watching all of this, looking a little bit like perturbed, but
Not quite sure that everything. Well, can I do an insight test to see whether it's. If you see what I mean, like whether he's pro the situation or anti the situation, as in like I need to find out whether he's somebody who I can appeal to. Sure. If you see what I mean. So insight. Ooh, nice. 20 unnatural.
Shaden is cold. Shaden is always very cold, doesn't have a lot of emotional depth to him. His mind whirs and clicks like the machines he loves so much. However, you can see in him a little bit of doubt, worry, things you could use if you wanted to.
Yes.
In the meantime, Tharaval is speaking to this figure that you don't know. This is a complete disaster. It's not how this was supposed to go. It isn't how it was supposed to go, no. Well, what do you expect us to happen now? How do you expect us to function? Like, did you get what you came here for? No, it appears to have vanished. Well, how is this going to work now? How are we going to... Can we stop beating up on my family, please? One moment. Tharaval, do you believe in the cult of the Dead Three? Yes. Yes. I understand. Good. She walks up to you. Her face still shifting bizarrely from this rather imposing looking but rather benign female face.
Yes.
Shifting back and forth between that and this sort of like occasional stutters of like a red skull. And unlike the masks, which you didn't see actually, but for the visual, like the masks, it is just a skull dripping blood. It's horrible.
So I will be trying to be absolutely unresponsive and but she will be able to clearly see on my face how horrified I am. And I'm sort of just trying to shrink back. I'm trying to move as much as the ropes will let me kind of away from where she is. But I'm trying to be sort of haughty and not say anything. But
so, what was your plan here? What did you have in mind? Because you're involved in this.
Involved in what?
The paintings are gone, and I want them back.
Which paintings?
Oh, oh, very good.
Although he doesn't actually know which paintings are gone.
No, that's true. But
all of them theoretically.
That's what I'm imagining.
Yeah,
so
should be.
we're
Supposed to be as many of them as possible.
Ooh.
That's a 23.
Huh. Well, all right, if you won't tell us. She steps over to Sorella and pulls out it's just a very plain-looking dagger.
Yeah.
Everyday.
Yeah.
Mundane.
Yeah.
Something about the way she holds it and something about her makes it look like the worst instrument of death you've ever seen.
Yes.
Now, I'm going to tell you what I know. I came here to look at some paintings that belong to my father and that I want back.
Your father?
Mm-hmm.
Who are you?
My name's not important.
Okay. What do you want? What do you want me to say?
Now, your siblings think you were involved in this.
In what?
You had some friends who were at the party who were involved in some sort of daring plan. At least that's what they think happened. And now 3 of the paintings are gone, so I'm putting 2 and 2 together. It's quite eerie because it is quite a sort of gentle, friendly tone.
Yeah.
But every now and again it's just a skull saying it.
A little bit of a sing-song in it. Like, just keep doing this for ages. Yeah. He's just going to sit there for the moment.
It's a 16 on intimidation as she just runs the dagger over Sorana's, just pulling her hair aside with it, and the hair just cuts slightly as she pulls it aside. It would be awful if something happened to your last remaining parent, wouldn't it? From behind, both Tharavel and Shaden look upset.
Yeah.
Like they don't want their mother harmed either. This has gotten out of hand.
Yeah. Please. She's everything to me. She means everything. I'm willing to roll deception on this as well because that's actually not true.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
Gosh, that's not what I would have wanted.
Yeah, I know. That's an 18.
Oh, so she does matter to you. All right.
Please.
Tell me what the plan was and where I can find my paintings, and I will... Well, there has to be some sort of clever plan here, but we'll work that one out later. For the time being, just tell me where they are.
Wait, please.
It's a 13 on intimidation. Tell me where they are.
Please. I don't know. You can ask them. How would I know anything? I'm the least organised man in the world.
But I thought you were in charge.
In charge of what?
Whatever your friends were up to.
No, I was told to sing. I can't do anything but sing. Why do you think I was there singing?
Okay.
Oh, God.
Tharavel, you do think the best way out of here is the sewers, yes? Yeah, that's where I would go.
And to try to stop reacting to that, because it would immediately make my ears prick up. I start trying to cry, but I cry in a sort of stage way. And there are tears coming out of my eyes because I am terrified, but it is a little bit theatrical.
A little bit theatrical.
All right. Shaden, is it? I don't think we've met properly. Why don't you go and tell the guards there's been a terrible break-in?
Oh no.
And that people have died.
Who's died?
Shaden looks at you rather pointedly. I suppose that's an option. Hang on, Tharavel, what are you talking about? Well, if this is a robbery gone wrong, then surely the city guard wouldn't rest until they found the killers of a patriarch. I'm staring at you. Shaden shrugs and walks out the door. Tharavel just doesn't quite know what to do. Turns to the large figure. Are you saying you need to kill one of them? I think in an ideal world that would make the most sense, don't you?
Okay. I genuinely do think that this would happen. The prospect of that happening and the fact that he's trapped and can't do anything, I think Yoroku's going to wet himself. And just genuine terror in a man who's never been in that physical danger before. Please.
Tharavel looks at you and maybe maybe he can help.
Yes. I'll do anything. Oh, please don't kill me. Please.
If that's the way you want it, fine. And quick as a flash, she is surprisingly quick.
Yeah.
She has stepped over to Sorala, and the dagger has just straight in under the ribs. Just there.
This is the stupidest thing I can do. It's basically the only thing that's going to happen. Mm-hmm. I'm going to try and Toll of the Dead at her. It's kind of the only thing that I can do to try and call somebody else.
Your hands are bound.
Oh, is it a... I thought it was
Is there a verbal and somatic component?
Yes, there is. Sorry,
hands are bound.
Well, in my head, I was thinking it was just going to be with my voice because everything is with my voice, but I'm perfectly happy with it. Yeah, that's fine.
Sorry, rules are strict.
So, in which case, yes, there will just be an attempt to spit all of the worst, horrible words that I can at her, and like trying to sort of vaguely bounce the chair because there's anger, there's everything. He's completely overwhelmed because he's never seen anything. He's seen dead bodies before, but the idea of someone who he actually knows being killed in cold blood is way too much.
I don't know why you're upset.
Spitting and just generally.
She doesn't react.
Yeah.
Her soul is in a better place now. Sacrifice for the second coming. I think
Thunder, please! It's not even a proper prayer or anything like that. It's just a wail into the ether.
Mm-hmm. Right. By the way, your puny Dawn Lord can't hear you now. Tharaval looks horrified. This has gotten out of hand, and they know it's gone out of hand. They're looking at you with a mixture of sorrow and fear, but also like a kind of hauteur, which they always have. That kind of like, this was the right thing to do, right? Like it's under there. Okay. Right then, the sewers, and you're coming with me. And she steps behind your chair and gags you, and your hands are still bound. Right then, let's see if you can't convince your friends to give up their prizes. She grabs the front of your lapels, turns to Tharaval and goes, under here? Yeah. All right. And you magically vanish.
Oh!
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Oh, that's a bit faster than... Oh.
Yeah. I was thinking he's bought us time. He's bought it... Nope.
My shortcut's relevant.
Now the terrain is precarious. Thank you. As you make your way through the sewers, what's everyone doing?
I'm
looking out for teleporting murderers is not helpful.
I'd like to ready in action.
Cry mainly.
I'm probably just leading the way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Who's holding the bag?
Me.
Okay.
What is the marching order?
Me.
You're at the front.
I'm probably at the back.
Okay.
Second.
You third.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Please don't put me with the bag.
So, as you make your way through the sewers, you are sort of climbing up bits where water used to run but doesn't at the moment, so some of it is quite slick stepping. And you eventually make your way out, and beneath you is churning one of those central, almost whirlpool-style things, because the city is on a hill. So water has to be pumped up and then wash sewerage down. And this is one of those pumping stations. And as you get to the top, you all four look out and go, ooh, okay. There are many crisscrossed like pipes with some like almost mesh placed over them to be walkways, but they are not particularly safe. You know that you need to go across at this level, then go down one level, so you probably have to jump between two, or at least climb down carefully between two different levels. And underneath you, this whirlpool is ferocious. Like, it looks like you wouldn't survive if you fell in. It's the kind of thing that we could roll a couple of times, but no.
No.
Just no.
Right, well, come on, everyone.
There's the tone shift we were.
It's also quite dark and quite dingy in here. Just saying.
Even with these lights, yeah, okay. He's possibly not that cocksure then.
The dancing lights would catch some of these areas, but yeah, it's not lit as such.
Okay.
I'm gonna have just glowing from out between my fingers as well.
You are lighting this area up, but it's still dim.
Yeah. Right. Everybody watch your step. And do I know we have to make a jump at some point? Yeah.
You have to go, cross at this level and go down 1. Would be ideal.
Yeah. And I hate to tell everyone, but there's going to be a bit of a dip, so be prepared to jump or just be aware of it, all right? Don't slip.
There
As
are
if
four
I had
of
to
you.
tell you.
There are 4 of you. You could do things with advantage and that sort of thing.
Yeah, exactly.
This is quite important.
Wait, I'll go first.
Are you going across 1 by 1?
I'll go with you.
Well, I'm going to, I was probably going to go to the dip bit and then wait. Or is it too narrow?
No, you can do that. You can get to that, but you can move slightly further along. So there's a walkway underneath at an angle. You can move slightly further along to help people down, so they can then exit when you need to.
Yeah, that's the sort of idea.
Yeah.
So I do that.
You said you were going with?
Yeah.
Cool. Both roll me dexterity saving throws, please.
Can we give it to their advantage?
They're saving throws, no.
Hot damn.
That was a 2, and then it quickly rolled back onto a 12, which I'm very thankful for.
That hasn't happened over this side of the
No,
table.
it really hasn't.
The magnificent smile of Steve.
2.
17.
2 in total.
2.
Oh, yeah.
17.
Wow.
As you're making your way across, Lilith loses her footing and slips. She doesn't fall off completely, but is falling off. You can grab her if you want to. It does technically take an action. I'm just giving you some advice on this for future reference.
Okay. Okay. I thought it looked too much like a set piece.
Yeah.
I played enough.
Beautiful set piece.
I played enough video games to know where this is going. I reach out, and try and grab you. All right. Watch your step.
Yes, that's the advice I needed.
Fair point. Pull you up.
Yeah. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Theorica,
Yes.
you appear in a dingy tunnel. You are gagged and bound.
Habit. Skeleton.
You can't see her.
But I'm trying to talk to her still. Jesus.
A big meaty hand from behind gives you a very hefty shove. Roll me a contested grapple.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah. So hang on. Where does this? What does that mean again?
It's a dexterity. It's either your acrobatics or athletics.
Yeah, gotcha. Come on. Sorry, acrobatics. What was the other one? Athletics.
Athletics.
Okay. Just 1. Ooh, wow, that's 22. Amazing.
You stumble forward a little but aren't pushed quite as aggressively and manage to keep your footing, and you realise you're stumbling forward into a quite wide, deep system with a raging whirlpool at the bottom.
Okay.
Looking up at an angle, you can see some of your friends moving across various walkways about 20 feet above you.
Okay.
Just a little bit.
So I appeal to you on this. Viorica would definitely have a reaction. He would also want to try and stamp down that reaction. Is there a rule I could do as to whether I sort of squeak? That might happen. What he would prefer is if he just saw it and just stopped, but he is demonstrative like that. Is there a role to make?
Performance.
I see.
You're good at that one.
I know.
You looked sad about it.
Oh, yeah.
27. It's my way out of anything.
You look up, look down very quickly, and you don't think that anyone would have noticed your seeing of people up there. Do you look behind you?
No, just look down the road. Like to give a like he's broken. Basically, he knows he needs to shut up, but he doesn't have any kind of plan. He doesn't have any kind of feeling of what's going to happen next. He's just dealing. You know that thing of like just concentrate on the next minute. He's concentrating on the next second, just going second to second to second. He's like, I may well be killed at any moment. Everything's gone. My stepmother, I suppose, has just been killed. He can't think straight. He's very pleased to see the things, but he doesn't know how to contact or anything like that. He's just kind of lost.
Okay. Who has the highest passive around here?
Seems
Perception.
unlikely.
No.
13.
13,
15.
13.
9.
You don't see or hear Viorica at all because you got a 27.
Okay.
Right. You've now both reached that point where you'd have to step down, and these two haven't even started to cross yet. What would you like to do? Anyone jump in at this point? You as well, if you want to.
Gotcha.
We've got to follow them, don't we, really?
You're going to cross as well?
Yeah.
Be careful, okay? Let's just try and get through this. You have guidance. You can use your own dice, or you can use mine.
Is there any way in which we can help them? Like if we look ready to...
Guidance is on a skill check.
Is it a
It's
skill
saving
check?
throw.
Oh.
Can we like?
Oh, you can't help with the saving
if
throw.
we've just got across, can we like point out the bits that we like grabbed onto? No.
You can't help with it, yeah.
Damn.
We tried.
Yeah.
Let's have dex saving throws from you both. So I'm also rolling things that other people are doing that I can't tell you about.
No.
Oh no, that's even worse than mine.
We thought it would be Myrtle.
My dex save was a synthetic 20,
Brilliant. Okay.
so that's something.
I rolled a natural 1.
Okay, that's just a one.
Chaos, anyone else?
Just a one, Steve, technically. As you're going and you're last, you can hear a sort of whoop, and again, you can use an action to turn and try and grab Abernathy if you want to.
Yeah.
You do, and you sort of whoop, grab hold of him. He's was about to just go over the edge completely.
By the beard.
Yeah.
As well, like, I'm not that strong. Like,
Ow. Oh.
Well, halfway across.
Right. I'll try not to do that again.
yeah, whatever. If you feel like it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You might be in line for a raise.
They're still in the middle. Are you two doing anything at the end? Just waiting?
I'm probably trying to climb, now that like it's apparent that they're probably going to make it to us, I'm probably going to climb down to the next bit.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll follow behind.
Okay.
Dex saving throw.
Da-da-da-da-da.
Climbing is harder.
Why is it save and not a skill?
Because the dex saving throw modifier is higher if you're proficient.
That was Cox,
okay.
you're right. That was very much Cox.
That's box.
21.
Oh, that's still bad.
Yeah.
6.
You can again help with an action.
I mean, what's my other choice? Let you fall into the abyss.
Yep, those would be the choices.
That was the choice.
He grabs you, pulls you back up. I swear, if we have to do this one more time, I'm letting you go.
That sounds fair.
Do you turn to look down the corridor you're aiming for?
Yeah, probably, yeah.
There's a very large figure blocking that corridor. You can't see her properly, it's just a shadow.
But it's
It's an ominous
identifiably
figure
her.
in the
It's very
backdrop.
large and the same. You saw her before.
Oh, good. I think she's here.
Okay.
I can't do that trick again. Just so you're aware.
Good.
That was really clever.
Oh, brother.
Thanks for the compliment.
No, I'm always impressed to meet people who have special abilities. Where do yours come from?
Where did mine
As
come
she's starting
from?
to step forward.
I'm going to turn to you. Throw the bag away. In your head. In your head.
Oh, in my head?
Yeah, into you. Throw it away. Throw it down.
Okay.
Throw it down now.
Okay,
Get rid of it.
Gonna move kind of slowly, because I'm trying to do it stealthily.
Throw it into the abyss.
And I'm gonna try and very slowly take it off. Like, it's narrow, right? So I can reach out and drop it.
Just ball right.
Does she notice that? And
Can you roll me a sleight of hand check?
If you do what you did at the end, I think she's going to. I may be wrong, and it was
that was
hilarious.
subtle. So subtle. Planning a heist requires exquisite
yeah.
subtlety. I've heard.
And don't.
If you'd let Cohen
Sleight
in
of
on
hand.
that, he would not let that happen.
I
so-
know.
Sleight of hand.
No, exactly. It's white.
No,
It's
Yeah, I think that's-
Ash is very on board with this, getting rid of the
Yeah.
dangerous thing that makes people want to colour soda.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
That was a 2. I'm going to give you this stuff.
Perhaps
I'm gonna use
This is
I'm
the
gonna,
Tides of Chaos stuff, because I can do things to Charmony when she casts magic.
I'm gonna
Thank you,
use
Charmony.
that to get advantage, which means I'm gonna roll again and hope it was better than a 2. Please. 15.
Okay.
Sleight of hand 15.
Okay.
I'm distracting the person.
Yeah, it's so distracting.
I too am. No.
Really?
With my great chat.
It's loud, so you shouldn't hear it fall. It's
As
all good.
the bag
it's all
is
fine.
lifted
it's definitely
from-
fine.
As you start to lift it and are very evidently trying to do what you're doing, she just runs. She bowls past you because you're both on the ledge. Yes.
I mean, no, I'm floating above the ledge using the power of my mind. Yeah, I'm also on the ledge. About to start
as in the other
bullshitting about cards and stuff and ask about skulls and all sorts of just
Is
nonsense.
it a ledge and a walkway? Are those two things different? We're on a walkway.
No, there are 2 walkways. One is above the other. They're sort of pipes across this system.
Okay, so we're all just on the narrow thing.
Yeah.
Great. Cool.
She is barreling out and past and through. Would you like to roll initiative on this?
Roll initiative.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh, are we all?
If she comes through, she's going to push them off, right? You can't both just, excuse me, after you, please continue. Like,
I mean, Cohen wants to try and save his own life.
Yeah.
yeah.
Initiative makes the most sense then.
Oh dear.
Is everybody? Yeah. Okay.
Natural 20.
Nice.
Hey, good timing.
Finally. 14.
Hang on.
Sorry.
Yeah, we'll do it.
Anyone above a 20?
No, because my dex is 0, so it's just a nat 20.
She's still going before you.
Flippity-boo.
We could just lie about what we'd rolled.
Anyone above a 15?
No, I like the way-
16?
16.
I like the cut of your jib.
It is a 16.
I forgot to speak earlier, Chris. I got 20. No, keep going. That bit's not going to last very long.
Anyone above a 10?
Oh, hang on, I got above a 10. 14.
Anyone above a 5?
8.
8, 7. What did you roll?
I've rolled a 4.
Yeah.
Sad times.
Right.
2 3s.
On the way up.
So for the sake of this, I'm going to say that you are reaching out with the bag and are about to drop it.
Yeah.
As you do that, she is barreling down the corridor towards the 2 of you and is going to just try and push past you to get to the bag. So, a contested grapple,
Yeah.
as it's a shove.
With the 2 of us.
Yeah, she has multi-attack, so she'll be able to do both of you if necessary.
But is it one after the other because of the corridor effect?
Yes.
Yeah. Is it my strength or can it be my dex?
Is it your acrobatics or your athletics?
I will totally go with my acrobatics.
Can I see this happening?
Yes.
Okay.
Is V still
Nat
below?
20.
Oh.
Wait, what?
He's fine.
Oh, fine.
Is V still below?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
She runs towards you and is trying to just bowl through you. How do you stop her?
How do I stop? I probably...
She didn't roll excessively low.
No, exactly. I don't think I'm going to intimidate her out of it with my weapons or anything.
No.
So it's probably just by chance I actually managed to somewhat... I'm obstructing her, right? I'm not just getting out of the way. So yeah, I think it's probably just gut react. Oh, I'm actually holding you back slightly here.
Okay.
That's worth an awful lot of money to me.
Did you see what I was doing?
I didn't see what you were doing, but she's sprinting.
Oh, she's going for it.
I
Sorry.
assume
She's trying to grab it. Yeah, sorry.
grab it.
Yeah.
Okay. In this close proximity, she is very imposing, insanely imposing, but she's not looking at you. You are insignificant to her. And she's looking straight up and past you directly at Ashakti. Can you roll me a wisdom saving throw, please?
Oh, Lord.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
Oh god, wisdom saving.
I did
7.
Yes. Wait, no, it's not.
I didn't think so.
Sorry.
7. I already used my
And also
Flights of
you're
Chaos.
gagged and your hands are bound.
Oh God, so you're fine.
I've got nothing. I can speak Gnomish.
God for that.
I've checked everything that I can do, and that seems to be the one.
When in doubt, look at the languages list.
Her horrific expression,
Yeah.
this horrible skull-like face, bores into you.
Yeah.
And before you let go, your hand hanging over the edge, you're stunned.
No.
You can't move, you can't drop it, you're just stuck there, staring into her eyes. That is the end of her turn.
Good. Right.
Lilith, what do you do? Cohen is like 5 feet away from you, holding her back.
Can I run behind her? If she's like in the grapple?
She holds the corridor. She's as
holds
wide
the
as the corridor.
Okay, I'm going to magic missile the bag out of her hand.
Nice.
And her hand.
Yep.
Okay.
It hits automatically because it's magic missile.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'm just going to be like, and try and, as in like, get it out of her hand.
Am I still going to have a hand after this?
It's possible not.
Okay. Magic missile automatically hits.
Yeah.
All the time doing them.
A bag of holding is a magic item.
Blood everywhere.
Ooh.
Yeah? Mm-hmm. Yeah, so...
Two magics.
But a Shakti's hand
Are you
is not a
specifically?
magic
Well, no.
item.
Are you specifically? That's very key.
I'm aiming
at
for
the
the
hand
bag.
or the bag. Okay.
I'm aiming for the bag to try and like...
Knock it.
Yeah. Enough force that I can't hold on. Yeah.
Okay.
That works.
It is force damage, which is like...
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That's a good call.
Seems good.
Provided it doesn't knock you over.
Oh yeah. I hadn't thought that.
I think this is
Thanks.
going really well.
Really well.
So well.
I think Samara is going to be really happy.
Yeah.
Well, she might have gone to a happier place.
Plain.
Can you roll me the damage on it, please?
Sure. It's what, 3d4?
Plus 1.
Yeah. So
Each.
that's 4.
8.
9.
Sorry.
9. 12.
The magic missiles impact the bag,
Yeah.
and there's a horrible tearing sound.
Oh, that's no, this is going to be amazing.
What else was in this bag?
Just all kinds of random crap falls out.
If the bag is overloaded, pierced or torn, it ruptures and is destroyed, and its contents are scattered in the astral plane.
Right.
But the plot.
The plot has been scattered into the astral plane.
There we go.
Oh, don't worry.
There we go.
Oh.
The magic missiles pierce the bag, and there's this horrible sucking tearing noise. It just tears itself to shreds and is gone.
I'm still looking at her. It's just scary.
And she screams.
I can imagine she does.
Wow.
So this is where I die.
We all die.
What would you like to do? You still have movement.
I do. Wonderful. Wonderful movement. Wonderful
And a
movement to either the
bonus
people of
action.
death or the person of death.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I will remain steadfast. I don't really know where to go. Well, I can't. If I move past her,
You
she
can't move
gets.
past her.
Give her a kick in the ass.
I can't move past her.
No, she fits this corridor.
And moving backwards seems like a foolish idea.
Okay, there.
You can try and jump over us. You're real keen. Oh, don't do that.
what are you-
Don't do that.
How do Chris is saying that she's blocking there's no way I can go anywhere.
She's as big as it.
Yeah.
This is the end of the plot, guys.
Down.
This is doomed.
Are we at the bottom of the?
There's water churning
But
uber death.
there were many.
Well, these down there
Crossings, weren't
somewhere, so...
You
Yes.
don't know that.
No, but there must be solid
There are
ground
other
somewhere
walkways.
below.
There are the
yeah.
walkways below that you could.
Jump to.
I will make a perception.
That
No, I
sounds
can't
very
because my action
dangerous.
was to do the.
That's
thingy.
some Star Wars style
I have
dangerous
nothing.
jumping.
So I have nothing.
If you want to step down, it's a dexterity saving throw.
Step down where? To another...
Another level below.
Yeah, go on. Why not? They've been going so well for me.
I cannot grab you this time.
If you don't make it there...
I'm dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'm.
No,
Unless the
sorry.
whirlpool is a portal to somewhere.
We're here. We can fight her. Maybe. We're all
It'd be
here.
much easier to fight her if you were here.
He's a bit tied up at the moment, but we're all here, ready to
What if
pushed off a pipe.
No, I'm just going to stay there.
Okay.
Probable death.
Yeah, like
very probable
there are
deaths.
3 different probable deaths right now. I will wait another round to die.
Yeah.
10 seconds.
For 6.
Abernathy.
6, sorry, is what we have.
You're in the middle of the top walkway. Pipe. Crossing. You've seen all this happen.
Oh, this is down.
This is up. This is above you. A Shakti
right.
is standing in front of you and was holding the bag out to drop it and then got stunned and the bag got blown up. You saw Lilith shoot the bag and blow it up. And you can see Lilith and Cohen, with Cohen struggling with this very large woman.
Right. Yeah.
Pick a colour. Any colour.
I had some really good ideas of different things that have happened, but
Sorry.
they didn't. So
I think Chris also had many other ideas.
yeah.
You have not derailed me.
No, I didn't. I didn't mean to derail you. I just think you had many other ideas.
they can spooky warp?
I think he kind of looks a bit shocked for a second and kind of flinches, and then around him these kind of fractal kind of like geographic shapes, geometric shapes, geographic shapes. It's not like space.
Flying around you, yeah.
Geometric shapes, triangles and whatnot just appear around him, but they also seem to have his form very close to his skin, like so it but looks like Picasso, kind of is that kind of, and that is mage armor.
Oh, mage armor.
I'm sorry, I just used to do something so cool. It's just the thing that I used to do in that position.
No, I'm just trying to make it more interesting, but there's nothing I can do. No one's even hurt badly enough, and then I will try and use my movement to go towards them.
You'd have to push past the Shakti.
I'm in front of you, blocking
Who
the
is
way,
stunned
and I
can't
can't
take
move.
actions.
Right.
Please don't push me off.
No, I'm not going to push it off.
Fuck this.
You would need her anyway.
In that case, I
Makes
would
terrible tea.
probably, if I, right, you're not moving. You're not moving. You can't move. Right. And I will kind of grab hold to the walkway and grab hold of a Shakti so that she won't get pushed off or anything. So I would essentially secure. Take the secure action.
You're doing a protect.
You're the best boss ever.
Good boss.
If it's possible to kind of wiggle around so my nice little mage armor's in the way of oncoming daggers, then that would be nice as well.
No problem. Viorica, you can see all this happening. You are bound and gagged. What would you like to do?
So I'm just going to try and explain back what I've just seen. I've looked up, looked down and seen that they were there.
Up.
Right, that's right. So I looked up and seen that they were there, and then she disappeared up. Right, that's the difference. So I'm still down below everything, and I really can't do much. My legs are free, but my arms aren't.
Your arms and you're gagged, yes.
Yeah. So there's no
You
way.
can try and break free of them if you wanted to.
Yeah, I'll try and do that. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Roll me a sleight of hand check.
Oh, interesting. That's annoying. Sorry, I just rolled off a natural 20. Sleight of hand, you say? 11.
No.
I didn't think so.
You struggle with your bonds, but don't manage to break free. You can see, people are definitely in danger.
Yeah, I can't make any noise. Okay, I'm going to try and get to where I could climb up if I had my hands free.
That would mean going across a walkway.
No, I'm not that stupid. I may be as stupid as I look, but surely I don't look that stupid. Yeah, I've got good dark vision. If I can see something that I could, like something that's sticking out of a rough surface that I could try and rub the ropes on, I will go try and go towards that. Otherwise, it will just be trying to keep my eyes on the action.
Cool. That'll be next round.
Yeah, that's fine.
Cohen. Fair hugs.
Did Cohen get to see the paintings get destroyed and disappear into another place, or is that almost?
She just screamed.
Yeah, you know that.
I think it's fair that you turned around and saw it happen, yes.
Right. In his head, it's just like, right, job to bust.
Fair enough.
Somewhat activating self-preservation mode now. Just goes to... tries to swing one of his blades at her. Tail getting ready to hopefully do some cheeky card tricks at the same time. 14.
You try and struggle because your arms are locked with her, and you can't break your arm free. You didn't break her AC.
Okay, I'll try again with my second attack.
Sure.
Go on. Oh, come on. That one.
No. And because it's a nat 1, she is slowly edging you back. Like there's all this fear and rage and anger just pouring out of her now.
After his plan to literally...
You're now being pushed back.
Good.
After his plan to use magical force to knock her off the edge, as has often worked in many bridge duels that he's been in before, he might be beginning to get a little bit scared even.
Oh, God.
I mean, I can't move, and
You're scared.
I've used my attacks, so I think that's me done.
Okay. And as you are stunned, at the end of your turn, you stop being stunned.
Okay, sort of like wobble slightly as I come out of it, and luckily do not fall off because I don't have these sort of grabbing. Yeah. And I just like look at my hand. That's my go. That was the end of my go, wasn't it?
It is, yeah.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Just checking. I can't actually do anything.
No.
Flavour.
Roll a sleight of hand check. I like that one.
Right. Good.
Not really.
Mood of the day.
Cohen.
Yes.
The face, even without the skull, just this quite benign face, has stopped looking benign. She's furious. She glares straight into your face and goes, I am going to kill all of you.
Yeah, we can see that one coming.
Yeah.
We can all see that one coming, right?
Yeah.
I mean, from your perspective, that... And then he just cuts off mid-quip,
Roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Saving throw.
As she stares right into your eyes.
I'm gonna die. I think that's a 16. I'll just double check though. That is it's only a 15.
You resist the effect of the stunning as you are just held. She is going to try and just lamp you off the edge.
He was so lovely to all of you.
Acrobatics or athletics, please.
Oh, here we go.
Don't say that. Don't tempt fate. Just roll the dice and get
tempt
high.
fate every day. 13.
You watch as Cohen is just bodily lifted and...
Okay. As a reaction,
Feather.
you have feather fall?
I don't. You?
No, I don't have that. Why are we discussing it then?
You know who does have feather fall?
Verbal component.
It's just a verbal component too.
I'm really sorry, man.
Can I, as a
Sail
reaction,
away.
as a stupid reaction, go jump after him and push us both onto the lower ledge? So if he's dropping and I'm like go and push us both to tumble onto a lower edge. Can I make an attack roll? I don't know what it would be.
Oh my god.
But an active attack to grapple, to pull, to both fling us together. Because, I've known you for 5 minutes.
Apparently you care that much.
You saved my life twice, of course. And then, and no offense, but you were my barrier between...
There's no reaction that can do that.
Okay, great. Well, can I react to catch?
I don't think there's
wants to
anything.
help.
I don't think there's anything I can do.
No.
God, man. Oh, okay, I'm falling.
You are picked up and hurled over the edge. You see Cohen go, and you almost don't see her as she just steps into you, and there's a dagger going inside and up the inside of your chin.
Wow.
If she hits.
I mean, my AC is 11.
Yeah, she hits.
So nice when we lost.
What is your total hit point count?
Total?
Yeah.
As in from when I am to level
What is your current total hit point count?
13?
Cool. The dagger slides in, and you just instantly black out and collapse. Out.
Can it catch into the chain of the 2 rings?
Yeah, of course. Absolutely.
It's going to get ripped out now.
And in her fury, she turns up and looks at the two of you, this sort of little bundle of like people still being okay in the centre up there, and just snarls. Doesn't do anything, because actually she can and she will. And she climbs up. She tries to climb up onto your pipe, but her footing is not great, and she slips and falls off the pipe and falls down a level and keeps falling.
Whoa.
She falls, goes. Roll me a dexterity saving throw.
Go on. Oh my god, man.
Rainbow magic. It's okay.
Tempting fate.
I just said rainbow magic, and if there's something wrong with that,
Nothing wrong with that.
silly jokes. 11.
You bounce off one. You bounce off another.
Ow.
As you sort of grab hold of one, you see her falling past, just howling in anger and frustration, and then she falls into the centre and is gone.
Oh my god.
Teleport.
Oh, yeah.
Does Cohen see
Does it
impact
look-
into the water?
Do we know she can
Right.
teleport?
It looks to me like she's just screwed
I
up
do.
and fallen in.
You do.
Yeah, she rolled a 2 and then a 1. I mean, I can't make
Yeah,
this
yeah.
up. As,
Oh,
yeah,
whoa.
terrible rolls.
Wow.
Serves you right!
Are you just dangling?
I try and climb back up onto the nearest available thing,
Are we still in initiative?
if I
For
can.
a second. Roll me a dexterity saving throw.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to just hang there. Oh, God. 14.
Slowly, carefully, you make your way up on top and look down the end of your walkway. Viorica's there, just like, about to try and cut some bond. He's bound.
Hello.
That's what you're getting from me.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
a saving throw, please.
Where
do I
are they?
not-
Death saving throw, I'm unconscious.
Do you
Is Anna's turn first?
Where?
You have to.
So,
My bad, thank you.
Ooh.
Fail.
Failure.
First failure.
Abernathy, it's your turn.
You are right, Shaggy.
You are so hard. You are unbelievably hard.
And then
I'm clinging
obviously,
to you slightly, so you might have to
hold on.
extricate yourself.
hold on for a second. I think I'm needed. And
You what?
come over, and I will.
If you go over, you have to make a dexterity check not to fall.
Do you have anything?
I do have. He steps forward, realizes that, but he's kind of already got that that kind of magical impulse, and it just comes out of him. And it's not. It's the same kind of paint structure as earlier, but it kind of all floods out of him and kind of builds up in layers, and you can see these thick strokes of paint kind of almost zooming across.
Is that cure wounds at range?
It is cure wounds at range
And a sorcery point.
at second level, because you look like you're buggered.
Burn a sorcery point. Excellent work.
Awesome.
big plays.
Big plays. Big
I believe that's 2d8 plus your spellcasting mod.
Wow.
Hang on, I'm just spending a sorcery point. I can't do that.
No.
That's the wrong spell.
When the big MacGuffin is scattered to the astral plane and the big bad just falls into a pit. It's time to bring out the big
That's
healer.
how we win.
Yeah.
There's no other way that we can win. Only when literally what has just happened. The DM rolls a 1 and a 2 with the main big bad. That's a lot.
14.
14.
Wow.
Like, knife just on the floor. No? No. Knife still in gut.
Dagger's gone.
Dagger has gone
Yeah,
along
she
with.
did
Oh,
She only carries 1.
that's still worrying.
They just done a bit of elastic.
No.
No.
No, she only carries 1.
You okay? Are you?
No.
And we're out of initiative.
What happened? What?
Is Viorca alone?
Yes.
I go and cut you free. Sorry, I thought you might have been still being escorted by someone. I wasn't.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Yeah, no,
So, it's kind of...
What the ever-living fuck is going on?
Oh, good, you're here!
Where are the paintings? Where is she? Where's she gone?
Right, well, the paintings are. And she fell down there, which is.
Can we see anything down there?
Wait. She could teleport.
What?
She could teleport. What the hell is she? Did you see her go into the water?
Oh, that, right, teleporting. That would
Yes.
explain how she found us.
Yes.
And then I saw a splash. I thought I saw a splash. I was very happy to see a splash. I may have hallucinated. Who knows? Are you all right? Are you in one piece? I'm really sorry I sent her into the room to watch your show. That's probably not the best audience member I've ever blagged you.
Viorca starts running at you. And then the thing is, he wants to try and attack you, but it's kind of one of those... he just, like, he basically...
Roll me a dexterity saving throw.
Are they still on a
For the
walkway?
love of-
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm afraid he would do that.
No, that's fine.
Oh, yes.
Please save
Cohen
Bianca.
has weirdly not taken damage throughout any of
Save
this,
Bianca.
despite being in the fray of all of it.
Dexterity saving. 10?
Yeah. You nearly fall off the edge again. You stumble. You don't quite fall.
And yeah, so then I grab his lapels and just start crying into his chest. Please, don't leave me, please.
Whoa.
I'm so scared.
We need to.
It's all right, buddy.
We need to keep moving.
What?
Aren't you in a separate place from us?
We're not
Yeah.
here.
You can hear.
now.
You can
Oh, okay.
hear.
I don't know how
You're within
how
20
far.
We
feet.
need to keep
Oh, okay.
moving.
Who's that?
Who do you think, you nincompoop?
Yeah, that's her. Look,
Is everyone here?
yeah, everyone's here.
My friends.
Okay.
Too soon for that.
He's sort of like his arms are kind of there, like he's sort of hugging you, but he's kind of not. He just doesn't really know what to do.
But also, I'm not letting go of you. Like,
No, he's a bit shell shocked.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's get out of here.
Can you get back up here?
Whole thing's a bust.
Tell us where to go, and we go.
Are we going down to you?
Wait, Cohen.
Right,
If
suddenly
they come down to you, you can make your way through from down here. It will take longer and will get you out in a less favourable location. But frankly,
We don't
we don't have anything.
what are you going to
anymore.
go and trade? Yeah. So it's up to you how you handle the situation.
We need to
Run
go
away.
back.
We need to run away.
Yeah, Cohen not really used to being being the leader or being responsible for lots of other people. Is just a bit like bombarded by everyone being, "What do we do? What do we do?" And he's like, "What?" And he's like,
Cliffgate.
"Get down here. We can go out of there, and then we'll be out of here. That's what matters, right? We all just
Yes.
get out of here."
Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, let's just really look.
How do we get down
Really
there?
be careful. If we're going down there, if we're going to go in this again, then just honestly, just everyone take care. And I'm gonna cast Bless, which I should have
Remind me
done.
what that does.
It's
That's a d4 to a saving throw.
Okay, cool.
Oh, well,
yeah, it's me, which I'm so sorry. I should have done that instead of Mage Armor, and I only realised
That's okay.
when you started making. Like, I was like, oh no, I should have. Yeah, no, I should have done that. Shouldn't I?
But this affects 3 people.
3 people.
Which 3 is it affecting?
I
I
mean,
will allow an out of game asking for everyone's dexterity score.
I was thinking that yours would probably be better, and I know that we're further up, and I think, because he
Bards
probably...
are proficient in dexterity saving throws. I don't think sorcerers and wizards are.
It would be the three of us.
Oh.
I think it would
Also,
be...
Bless has a range, like, it would be awkward.
Yeah.
I think it's the first time this has happened as well. So probably everyone probably slightly gets that, like that kind of like pointillism kind of thing. So suddenly all the shadows have like little points of contrasting colours on them while they're going.
There are so many different things going on with you right now.
I know. I'm trying to ignore that until. Well, I've had another cup of tea.
Think now, ask questions later.
Something like that. Let's go.
I will say you can all make your way down or up. It's up to you. It's up to you which way you want to go. There is the way you were planning on going, and there is the way from down there. Also, you probably need to find somewhere to recoup and make plans.
I think that Cohen would. I think probably he'd just try and take the simplest and safest route out. So if that's the one that he's on, probably that.
Okay, so the two of you can make your way across to the way out on your level. The three of you have to climb down. I'll make this easy. Everyone roll a dexterity saving throw, just one.
Yeah.
With, what was it? Sorry?
Add a d4 for the three of you.
Because I have feather fall, I want to hold it as a
Reaction.
yeah for
Now?
I think it is a reaction anyway, isn't it?
Is it?
Yeah, it's a reaction. People can also help you with actions because we're out of combat, so it's less important.
Dirty 20.
Wow.
7.
Natural 20.
No.
13.
Yep.
On it.
14.
Shockingly, after having bounced off several columns, I'm not quite oriented properly. 7.
You have to help
That's fine.
Cohen out, and the three of you slowly make your way down, and you're now in a side tunnel. Clearly this is a tunnel where something will rush through it at some point. The spell is not fantastic, but you're all sort of sat there breathing heavily, taking what is the equivalent of a short rest.
Arcane recovery.
Yeah, exactly.
Actually, let's have a small break there. Got a bit more time. Yep. Have a short break there, probably just 2 or 3 minutes, those watching, so catch us there in a second.
face.
And we're back. Hello, everyone. Hello. Right, minor tech glitch sorted. So, you're in this sewer tunnel. This horrible cultist of Baal. You're not quite sure what she was. Appears to have gone.
Daughter of Baal, according to...
Daughter of Baal, yeah. Appears to have gone. You don't have the paintings. You don't have the bag of holding. You're all taking a second to breathe and recover. What do you say?
Just looking at my presumably still mage armoured kind of body. Right.
Where do we go? What do we do now? What do I do now?
I'm never working with you again. Look, the exit's this way. I'm going, and once I get to the surface, well, there's no money in it for anyone, I presume, anymore.
We
Is there?
we have to go and tell Sarala what's happened, don't we?
Sarala.
I don't want my
You want to go and
hands.
tell Sarala?
She could.
She should probably know.
She could help.
She can.
She can't do anything.
What?
Or she could.
No. She can't. She can't do anything. That thing killed her in front of me. I don't know what to do. I always felt like I hated her. I felt like she took away my mother. But she was the only contact I ever had when she went. And now she's gone too.
Why?
Why?
Why did they?
They wanted to know where the paintings were.
Who did it?
That thing, that
Tall.
woman, that
Tall woman.
actress.
Losing your face, darling.
Understood. Thank you.
Fiorica, I'm so sorry.
Nothing we could have done. I still don't think she's dead. No. Not Sarala.
She'll be in your dreams.
You mean you don't think she's dead within? She wouldn't have survived that, surely.
She could teleport. She could do so many things. If anyone's going to be in my dreams, it's going to be her. And I don't want her there. I don't think she's gone. And I don't know what to do.
Cohen
How do you kill something like that?
was probably beginning to just sort of walk up the sewer after thinking this whole thing was a bust. At this point, why responsibility for these people? I'm not getting any money. I don't want to look like I was even associated with this. But upon hearing that she might still be alive. What do you mean she fell into a whirlpool and she died, right? She's dead.
You
People
saw
don't-
her face. That face was a skull. You think you could just kill that?
You don't think she was an acolyte of Baal, a god of murder? What do you think she's going to do? What do you think Baal is going to do to us?
Why hasn't she come back already?
It might have hurt her.
Let's not wait and find out.
Exactly.
We've got to move. We've got to run.
Exactly.
We don't have anything that anyone wants anymore. Thank you. Piss some people off. Excuse my gnomish, but we need to.
I mean, I know Nomish. I don't think I... Sorry, not important right now.
Sensible suggestion. Let's get to the surface. Come
We
on.
need to
go.
go to Cliffgate.
Okay.
My fiance can help.
We need to get out of the city until we find out how many people are trying to kill us. You know the way?
I do.
Go.
Wait, I'm leaving the city.
Yes.
For now, we
You'll
don't
survive.
just. We need to run. Run.
Okay.
Running. Running is good.
Lead the way.
Where are we going?
Yeah. I start leading the way out.
Okay.
Gonna make sure Mr. Yordash is okay in a sort of slightly awkward
That'd be
like.
lovely, thank you.
Okay.
The thing is, what you get if you do that is he basically, if you give him a hug kind of thing, he kind of grabs onto you and he doesn't want to let go.
Okay. This.
And the thing is, the height difference between the two of us is hilarious.
Right. Let's. You're all right now, Mr. Yordash.
Please,
You're all
don't
right.
let go.
No, you're all right. You're all right. We walk.
You took the lower route because you don't really care where you end up.
Sorry, guys. The leader is not a team player right now.
We're an adventuring party with no fighters. The leader doesn't want to be there. The whole thing makes sense. This is the gang-posse way.
You work your way further up, or further down first, then further up. And you are walking below street level, and you know you're below street level because it's quite late at night, but you can still hear the occasional bits of movement and people moving around and things like that. You find a manhole cover, you can open it and come out. And I'm rolling stealth checks.
I extinguish
Is Bless still going?
dancing lights
No.
before the thing. So
Bless is still not going, right?
it's concentrated to a minute, I think. So.
Oh, right, okay. Cool.
The,
It's attack rolls and saving throws. So it's not.
It's not, yeah.
the disguise obviously expired ages ago.
Yes.
Probably at some point of bashing down against a load of pipes, did it? Bits of it falling off as he goes.
22.
15, but you
22.
knocked it.
Sorry.
It's good.
19.
Come on, scroll
15.
faster.
17.
Dirty 20.
What was the lowest there?
You're so stealthy.
Was it you with
Someone
17?
said 17.
No, me 15.
15.
Okay.
I'm not going to look next time.
I don't like being able to see it. I do not like being able to see it.
Awful.
I just saw the
good.
face.
Yeah, the face was just as bad.
Was a nat 20.
It was.
You're in the Sea Tower district.
Oh my god.
It is
Is that obvious from the...
It is the furthest westernmost district of the city. It's not far from Bloombridge, and where some of you live and know the area quite well. Sea Tower is called Sea Tower because the Sea Tower of Baldur, which is like the river goes alongside Sea Tower, and then as it curves into the cove, the Sea Tower is right there. The Sea Tower is the Flaming Fist headquarters.
Oh, crap. That's not good. That's not good at all.
Cliffgate is the other side of the bay.
Balls.
And fucking miles away.
Yeah, we're completely on the opposite side.
Yeah.
As you
It's not-
step out of here, and you can hear the slight clang of the dock bells and the slight lapping of the water because you are quite close to the sea docks. The mist is very low, and the occasional green lantern glows out from around. That's a lantern of green, not a Marvel, a DC superhero turning up going, "It's fine." What do you want to do?
This is not where we're supposed to be.
Well, it doesn't matter. We're out of the sewers.
Exactly.
Safer down there than up here at night.
What? Where are we?
Sea Tower.
Oh my god. How did we get here?
The sewers.
Can we go back
Sorry.
down?
If you want to go back down there, be my guest. I've walked
don't
through
want
this
to.
place enough times.
There are more worse things down there.
Okay,
And
fine.
the cult, that's where the cult's been coming from.
Is it?
Yes.
Yes.
The sewers. Yes.
Oh. Okay.
So it's cult and monsters or normal people
Okay,
who
well,
are monsters?
we haven't got anything anyone's going to rob from us anyway.
Wait.
There's enough of us, it should be fine.
We keep talking about a we. Can someone give me a good reason to not just go home?
We'll all be implicated if we go separate ways, and they have easier ways of finding us and catching us.
But why would they be interested in us? We don't have anything
Have
anymore.
they seen us? Have they seen your face? Do they know who we are?
I think if we go back to Ravenshade, I know it sounds stupid, but no. But my siblings, they were horrified by what was happening. Even if they were involved in whatever the plan was, they may be able to help us now.
What if she's gone back straight to Ravenshade?
No, they did not want to see Sorala get killed any more than I did.
But
There's the unmistakable cronk of heavily armoured troops walking through the mist.
There's going to be the slight thing of the.
I'm gonna try and grab him and pull him and silence him into a quiet dark shadow.
there would just have to be a tiny persuasion roll or something, if you see what I mean.
I was gonna try.
Sorry, whatever you wish, but what I mean is, yes.
If you want to grapple and then pull in, would you contest it?
No, I mean,
It's so floppy.
No, but that's what I mean. It would be a kind of like having a bit of a can't breathe kind of a moment. So if you just go.
Okay. Can you roll a stealth check? Can you roll with advantage, please?
Yes.
What do you three do?
Cohen, thinking he was the only person probably not technically seen at the site of the crime, is probably like, if I'm standing with these people, then obviously they'll know. But if I'm somewhere else, just a guy in the street, so he's just trying to dart around a corner or something.
And look, like, be there but inobtrusive?
To be honest, yeah, just try and cut clean, not look like he's part of it, and
Sensible. No, that's sensible.
Roll me a
performance.
yeah, it's a more performance check, isn't it?
I would love to roll something above a 10 sometime soon. That is 10.
10. What are you two doing?
Sorry, just to tell you my. Actually, it's better than I thought. With
Advantage?
was a 9 in total.
So was mine.
Oh my god.
What are the two of you doing?
Stealthing.
Yeah, I was going to.
Stealthing away.
They've got the right idea. Let's hide.
Yeah.
Clang, clang.
That one.
What is today?
Wow.
This is so random.
I mean,
I got 10, so that's
something. The villain was also doing the same thing.
Yes,
as us.
no, this is entirely.
it's just what? Everyone keep cool. Everyone's just having their own little moments, but a lot louder than they think.
As you all sort of, at various points, sort of lean into a wall, look like you all turn at the same time, and there is a cohort of 5 Flaming Fist guards walking through, sweeping the area, and one stops and goes, "Oi, you lot!" And they are lowering spears, swords being drawn. Like, it's a proper, like, oh god, what's going to happen now? And that's where we're going to end for today.
Oh man!
Makes sense.
Yes, it does. That's brilliant and troublesome.
Oh dear. No.
We're all still alive.
It's all part of the plan.
The plan went great up until it didn't.
Up until the start of the plan.
My stepmother died. Yes, until then it was fine.
We still got a lot of the way through the sewers with the goods.
Yeah. It's completely the wrong direction.
Technically, it's our fault we don't have them anymore.
That is true.
That doesn't
We don't
surprise
need
me.
them.
I'm not.
We have bigger
Look here, punk.
to fry.
That's very noisy.
I'm so sorry.
Jaya understands.
We are, yeah, don't worry. Thank you everyone for joining us for tonight. Wow, that was a lot. Very nice, very nice.
Thank you, Chris.
You're very welcome. You're also all leveling up to level 4.
Ooh.
Yay.
Skinky.
I feel like leveling up, it feels cool.
Like a good thing.
Like a good
If you enjoyed tonight, we're going to be running every Monday night from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. GMT for the rest of the 12 weeks. We're 3 weeks in, so next week will be the 4th week. And then if you want to catch up on earlier episodes, you can find them all at youtube.com/adventureswanted. Otherwise, we are streaming at twitch.tv/D&D and twitch.tv/adventureswanted for shows. The next Monday's show, the 4th episode of this, will be then, for example. Hang on, other things that we do. We do a lot of other things.
Yes.
Keep your eyes peeled for one-shots of various descriptions. That's D&D and other gaming sets. We're also going to be running a couple of Star Trek Adventures one-shots. There's one on our YouTube, and there will be some more coming up relatively soon as well. And we also have something very exciting on the cards that I can't talk about yet, but is really cool. And that's going to be a slightly more extended, like, mini-campaign. But that will come soon. More information on that as it unfolds. Cool. We also have a live D&D show called Undergods, which is on in London on the first Tuesday of every month. Thank you. I play in that, so that feels
awesome. Yeah.
And Chloe, the other artistic director, the creative director of the company. Thank you. She runs that game, so that's a very different tone as well. That's at the Rosemary Branch Theatre in London, so join us there. And tickets are £10, and it's a really nice evening. Can recommend. Otherwise, if you want to support us and what we do in a different way, you can become our patron on our Patreon, patreon.com/adventurers1, I think is how it works, but you can find us by searching for us there. You can get a free ticket to every month's Undergods if you're a Londoner, or you can also get access to homebrews and other things that we do, exclusive live streams, chance to vote on some games that we play. Do join us there, it's a lot of fun. Big thanks again to Ultra Pro and to D&D Beyond for sponsoring everything that we do, including this stream and other streams and everything else. And yes, if you want to... What was his name?
Colin Barrel.
Colin Barrel.
If you want to win Colin Barrel, join us in the Twitch chat now. You probably have another minute or two to do so, and you'll be in with a shout to win Colin.
And you can't rename...
No.
That's once we've named it, that's...
Yeah, this is all...
That's... Sorry.
What you're getting.
Thanks. We're all over social media. On Twitter, we're Adventures250. On everything else, so Facebook, Instagram, other things. We are Adventures Wanted. I think that's it from me.
The fact we're all still alive is ridiculous.
Yeah, that's true.
It is. And with that, see you next time.
Bye.